Your boy Sonny, how's it going, guys? Great to see you all.
Guys, I hope you are excited because today we're going to be building the Google clone. What's absolutely insane about this build is that it's actually the Google clone. So this is not real Google, by the way. So that's one thing I wanted to tell you guys. This is not real Google. So for example, let me just type in Tesla and hit enter and take a look at this. Boom, all the Tesla stuff is open. If I type in React and hit enter, it didn't even refresh and you're here.
Exactly. And this is actually using the Google custom search API. So this is actually real Google results. So you can see even there, you got like 4 trillion results that come up and it actually shows you the exact value. So it's actually pulling this from Google, guys.
Yo, I'm about to go on Stack Overflow and find value in an array. Damn.
It's actually it's actually a fully working Google clone. So this is a sick build. I hope everyone's excited.
Yep. So there you guys go. This is the app that we're going to be building. I hope you guys are actually excited about this Google clone. We have some people and they're like, whoop, whoop. It's the sound of the police by Adam. And Hajira is like, yo, hi, everyone. Bojack is pumped. Felipe says clean. He likes the app, the build.
Yeah.
And Priyanshu says, hey, Qazi, you won't believe it, but because of your... Hold on, let me actually put this here. Holy crap. He goes, because of your skills, I landed a job that's worth 5 lakh rupees. That's actually 6,700 US dollars. So that's actually no joke.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, absolute thanks, can't appreciate you more. And he goes, best part being that I'm only 14 years old.
Whoa.
Damn, son. Oh, snap.
That's insane, dude.
That is actually huge. Wow. Congratulations, Priyanshu. Pump for you, brother. This is amazing. Guys, keep showing up. Keep watching this banger content and your skills are going to go to the next level. Super pumped about this. Now, with that said,
over 5 people live.
dang, we have over 500 people live. We're actually about to hit 600 people live. Guys, by the way, if you are liking this, right? So let me actually just show you. So if we type in Tesla, Tesla, let's just do Tesla stocks. Let's do Elon Musk.
Yep.
Guys, this is a Google clone. This is not real Google. All right. And this is massive. So this is what we're going to be building. If you guys are excited about this build, what do they have to do, Sonny? What can they do to help us out and reach out to so many more people?
All we need, guys, from you guys is that if you're enjoying this, you find value in it, just go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, guys, for us. And this will help the video get out to as many people as possible.
Yes. So go ahead and just smash that button. Sonny worked really hard actually on this build. And there are some amazing things that you're going to be learning in this build. And we're going to share all of them with you in just a second. All right. So for Sonny, go ahead, smash that like button. Thank you for the first donation. And let's start talking about what this project is going to cover. So Sonny, what are we covering in this? I know you said we're going to be using context API, which is kind of like Redux, and people are going to be learning about that type of concept. What else are we going to be covering?
So we're going to be using Material UI for all of the icons and a lot of the design work.
So let me just pop that in.
Router.
So icons like this. Okay, got it.
Exactly. Those icons are coming straight from Material UI, which is Google's design library. And we're also going to be using React Router. So this is going to be something super powerful and useful for you guys to learn. And this is how we go from the search page to that search results page, right? So how we go from this page to that search results page. And then we're going to be actually using an external API today. So we're using Google's custom search API. And that's how we're getting all of that crazy functionality that you guys are seeing right now when you search something and you're actually pulling live information from Google.
Yep.
So we're using actual Google's official API, and we're going to show you guys how to do that. And then we're actually doing something we've never done in a build before. We're building our own custom hook today, guys. which is super cool. Right, so we all know about React hooks, and if we don't, you're going to find out what React hooks are in today's video. But we actually went ahead and built our own custom hook today, which is going to help us pull that information from the Google servers.
Nice, beautiful. And then
Yeah.
are we using
So we have,
Firebase for anything?
yes, so we're using Firebase to set up the app. We need to use Firebase to set up the app so that we can connect it to Google, and then we're going to be using Firebase deployment, Firebase hosting to deploy our.
Wow, those are a lot of things that we're going to be covering. Is there anything else that I actually should add to the list, Sonny, or did this cover pretty much everything we're going to learn?
This is pretty much everything. This is pretty much everything. Yeah.
Okay.
We've got a bunch of Flexbox guys, a huge amount of Flexbox in today's video as well.
Yep. Beautiful. We just broke over 620 concurrent viewers. Thank you guys for jumping on here. Subscribe to the channel if you want to take your developer skills to the next level, land jobs, make more income. Also, make sure to like this video. Smash that like button. It's free for you, and it sends the video out to many, many other people who are trying to become developers. Our goal for this year is to produce 5,000 developers who get full-time jobs. And our goal next year is going to be 10,000 developers or more that have full-time jobs. We want to help produce the most amount of developers on the planet. That's the #1 goal. And I also want to say, this channel, we clever programmers, all of us, the clever programmer fam, is officially the #1 fastest growing coding channel in the world. It's faster than it's growing faster officially now than any coding channel out there. And that is a fact.
That's insane, dude.
Yep. Awesome. So let's get going. So should we jump straight into it, Sonny?
Let's do it, dude. So right now, to get started, we are using VS Code Live Share, guys. We're using VS Code Live Share, and we've been doing this in every single one of our builds, so that me and Qazi can code side by side together. So to get started, what we need to do is go ahead and pull up the command line. So let's go ahead and open up VS Live Share when you're ready, Qazi. I think you're muted.
Yep, I should be good to go now. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, yeah. Now I can hear you.
Okay, beautiful.
Dope.
Opened.
Nice. And let's get a terminal up and running. So let me type in and try and do ls, and our request read and write. There we go.
So there we go. And now we're we're just gonna create this app.
Yep.
We're gonna create the React app, and this is going to be called the Google clone.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm gonna CD into this once it's done. Oh, by the way, thank you, Previn, for your donation. So that's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna actually highlight that right over here. And Previn says, Sonny and Qazi, enjoy your teaching style greatly. Thank you for excellent content. All these React builds are inspiring. Keep the fire going.
Nice. Thank you so much, Previn. We appreciate you.
Yep.
Awesome. Right. So while this is setting up, guys, we use Create React App to get. Oh, we got another donation. Nice. Shri Swaminathan Banasari. I don't know if I spelled that right, because as you guys are awesome, your live videos keep me motivated and energized. Nice.
Damn. Thank you for that donate. Damn, this is lit. We're already starting out with banger donations. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Okay, so this is
while this is getting.
Yep. The app is being made right now. So what should we do? Should we do Firebase right now?
Yeah, so we're going to need to set up Firebase so that we can connect it to Google and so that we can host it online.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Step is, yeah. Nice, and we just hit over 750 views. This is 750 live people right now. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane.
So now, guys, all you need is a Gmail account to get started. You want to go ahead and hit the Add Project button, put in something like Google-clone to get started, and then it will ask you if you need analytics. You can just tick yes or no, depending on if you're interested in that. But it's not really a major thing at that point. But once this goes ahead and get done, the reason why we need to do this now is because we're not using the database today. We're going to be using the hosting. So this is actually going to be this is how you guys saw the website, and this is how Qazi was able to access the website from all the way in LA, because I deployed it online, and then you can basically go ahead and go on it, right? So, and then also this will allow us to get our Google custom search API key, which we're going to be using later on in the build. So now that that's done, we're still connecting a bunch of stuff. We're still waiting for the build to finish. And yeah, perfect. Just finished. Nice.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and set up. Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go.
No, we're done at this point on Firebase.
Got it. Okay, we'll come back to this later. All right, awesome. Oh, thank you for. Oh man, this is freaking epic. Efosa just dropped a €5 donation, and what did he say, Sonny?
He says, "I have seen tutorials, but this takes everything to a whole new level. Keep popping in these legendary projects. You guys are priceless. We massively appreciate you, dude. That's a huge donation, and that's insane. Nice."
Yeah, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. All right, so this is the build. And yeah, one thing I do want to let you guys know is if you want to take your training to the next freaking level, then we have something really special for you. Make sure you guys go ahead and open up a new Chrome tab right now and register for this, okay? So this is something you should just open up and register for. We have a epic training. Top 3 mistakes to avoid when becoming a JavaScript developer. So I know a lot of you guys are trying to learn, because let's just talk for 1 second why you're doing this, why you're even building this project. And a lot of you people that are learning this is you want to add it to your portfolio. And most of the people that we know, Sonny, are trying to use these programming skills to get jobs. Just like that person we had earlier, right? That jumped on and said, hey, I landed $6,700 client. So the whole point of this training that I have put together for you guys is so you can see the roadmap from the coding skills to actually making an income. So definitely go register for that training and check it out. I think it's going to bring you a lot of value. And with that said, let's keep going. And man, we just had 2 other amazing donations.
Massive
Thank you.
Donations.
Yeah, I'm going to just pop them up.
Yep.
And the first one, it says, you guys are amazing. Sumit, yep.
Yep.
You deserve to be on top.
You guys are amazing. You deserve to be on top. Nice. And the next one, can you guys please build a medium clone? Yeah, sure we can.
That's actually a good idea.
We're on the way to build everything.
Yeah,
that's a really good idea.
Yeah, medium is actually a good idea. We should do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
nice.
so let's keep it now going. So boom, we got the Firebase set up correctly, and this is the app over here on the right hand side, and then on the left hand side the thing is built. So I'm just going to cd into it, and then we can go ahead and get started. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do npm start. So on the right hand side, the local host should pop up with the React logo spinning. That essentially just means that our app that we just built on localhost is up and running. And then we're going to do a few things for the regular cleanup process that we normally do. So here we can see this app is already running, you guys. Now, what I want to do is grab the logo, grab the test, and grab this test file here and delete it just to clean it up a little bit, because we don't need that right now. And then we're going to go in app.js and it'll delete this line because that's what it's giving an error about. And then let me go full screen here real quick. And we're going to delete everything that's inside of the headers. And I'm just going to go H1. And here we are building. So let's say, hey, clever programmer fam, let's build the Google clone. Another donation. Thank you so much, Sai. Really appreciate it. I'm going to hit save here.
Yeah.
And you guys can see that this app is now up and running. It is showing our everything that we want to look at. But what I don't like about it right now is that it has some styling kind of built into it. So it's this is like centered. And then also we have a little margin. So we can just go ahead and get rid of that. So let's go over here into our app.css, and I'm just going to remove everything. Now when I hit save, you'll see that I got removed of that center. You know how I was centering it, and now it's just all left aligned and kind of default. And then I'm going to go in my index.css, and I want to remove that invisible margin that React often adds by default, a margin of 10. So we're going to just go ahead and give everything a margin of 0 like this. Wow, lots of donations coming in, you guys. Thank you, Gopi. Thank you, Romel, for $5. And thank you, Buscar. So I'm going to hit save right here. Now you saw that margin actually just went away. Okay, so I'm going to hit undo here. So just so you guys can actually see it happen live, right? And you saw that margin now is gone. I'm going to go back to my app.js. For BEM naming convention, I'm going to lowercase this. So I'll write that down here. And with that said, we're pretty much now ready to get started. This is usually the cleanup process that you guys have seen multiple times already. And let's continue.
That was dope, dude. That was a nice little entry there. So nice. Once you get to this point, guys, you have a really nice, clean starting template that you can work from. So once we have this up and running, what I like to do is get everything essentially sort of drafted out, right? So everything kind of should be a little bit drafted out. So let's go ahead and just do a rough draft. So we're going to have 2 pages in this app, right? We're going to have the home page, and this is going to be the one with the search on, right? So this is going to be the one with the search on.
So stop,
and then we're going to
before you continue. All right, so I just want to visualize everything Sonny is saying, because I love visuals and I hope you guys enjoy them as much as I do. But Sonny is about to write all the components out here in comments. So the home over here is essentially, you're referring to this entire page here, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so that's the home.
Exactly.
I'm on board with you. So let's go to the next thing.
Yeah, awesome. So we have the home page, and then we have the search page, right? So the search page like this, right? And this is going to be essentially the results page. So this is where we have all the search results.
So let me type in something like, let's type in Joe Rogan. Okay, so let's go back. Boom. I think
it might have been because of the API.
I know. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Right. So in that case, so this will be the results page that you would see, right? So this would be the finished
pretty much
results page.
So it's this page. Let's just show it over here. So let me write in Joe Rogan. So it'll be this page over here, you guys. It'll be this page. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. Quite good as well, because you're doing that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do npm run build.
Ooh, second broadcast. Second broadcast just donated $2, and he says, "This is awesome. Waiting for the day you guys do Twitch. Let's go."
Nice. Let's go. We also actually were talking the other day, and we were in Discord. So if you're interested in that, let us know.
Sonny, your internet is acting really bad, my friend. You might want to just kill your video. And I don't know, maybe tell people in your house to stop using internet.
Still bad now?
I can hear the audio a little bit better.
Right. What I might do is, if we take questions for 5 minutes, just do 5 minutes, and then I'll quickly restart.
You're actually sounding a lot better right now, by the way. Maybe later. Maybe try it later.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So we've got the search page now here. So we have the home page and the search page. And also, Qazi, if you go back to the deployed version now. So let's go and then refresh it, but do a hard refresh.
Okay, hard refresh.
Yeah. Now, what I've done is I've got a masked response. So if you type in something like, type in Tesla, for example.
And hit enter?
Yep.
Nice.
Go ahead and hit. So you see now I'm pulling rather than doing, it's not going to be Tesla, but what I did is I pulled a a default response, so it doesn't ping the database every time. It's ping the Google search, so that way you can develop with this result. So this is just a sort of good idea. for
Yep, and
when we're developing.
just so you guys know, like behind the scenes, why this is happening is we're doing it in a way where we have a limit of 100 requests. And what actually has happened is people who are watching this live stream right now went on that URL that's up there and spammed the search to be over 100 requests. And that's why it didn't open earlier. So that's why Sonny just built that like mass response, and now it's good to go. And Viral just dropped freaking damn. Thank you, Viral. That is huge. Viral just dropped $10 donation. Thank you so much.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's insane. Thank you, dude.
Thank you. Yep. And 800 viewers. Let's go. 800 viewers and 800 likes.
Nice.
Damn, you guys are freaking amazing. Guys, you are representing that clever programmer family, that clever programmer squad. You know the deal. Smash that like button, please. And let's get this video out and let's bang it over 800. Let's break that 1,000 concurrent viewers.
Let's do it, guys. Nice. So you see now that's the screen we're talking about. So the results page, right?
Yep.
And what we're going to be doing is...
Okay. Sonny, I love you, but we're going to do a few minutes of questions. So you guys drop in your questions. Sonny, just please refresh your computer or restart your computer, and we will be good to go, you guys. All right, we got another $2 donation by Priyank, and Priyank says, waiting for a Dropbox clone. Love all their series. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So let me go ahead and do this. So guys, start dropping in. Let me go here and go. Let me take them out here real quick. And I will.
Qazi,
what?
The comment I sent you on Slack.
Okay. So let's go. Boom. Sumit says, your AI face detection app landed me a great high paying job and just changed to a new company. Holy crap. That is absolutely amazing. Damn. For some reason, I am unable to zoom in, which is fine. Okay, guys. So drop your questions that you have below. I want to start taking on your questions and answering for you guys. People are asking, when are you going to make a Uber clone? We're going to be making an Uber clone at some point. It's not on the agenda for this upcoming week, but definitely today we just want to focus in on this Google app that you guys are going to be building. And then we have a few big clones lined up. One of them is Discord, because I know a lot of you guys keep asking for it. And then we're also going to add new technologies like Node.js and start teaching you guys MongoDB. And I know a lot of you are trying to learn those skills as well. Behind me right now is actually Frankie. And I want to show you guys a little bit behind the scenes. Some of you guys might have known that we got a new place. So this is actually our current studio setup right now. So this is a new place that we have gotten for a clever programmer. We call this the Team CP Mansion. We can probably call it the Hype House or the Drip House, you know.
Yeah, I like that name.
But this is the studio, and we're trying to set it up. And this is actually where I'm live streaming. And even if you see right now, I have that cup of coffee that you saw in that photo. I have that in my hands right now. So this picture was actually taken today. And damn, Merban says that's so sick. Thank you. Hey. All right. I think our boy Sonny is back. That's better. Maybe just you can leave the video on.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. So Sonny is back. I'm showing them my studio right now. So let me actually share the screen with you too so you can see it. So this is what the studio is looking like right now, dude. Check it out.
Oh, dope. Holy crap. Nice, dude.
Yeah, it's going to get better. But all right, so let's keep going. I was basically showing, yo, pick up homie, that you said that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. It's kind of like how I imagine your ghost would be if you actually died. I think you would speak to me through React comments. That's how I think you would talk to me. And like, I would just see like, you know, freaking, I would be like coding in React and I would just see something like this and be like, you're the best, Qazi. I'm still here, bro. I'm still here.
I'll be like, don't
You'll be like, you're not following Bam. Holy crap, I was gonna just say that, bro. I was just gonna say that. Oh, I peeked and
Oh
broke some
man,
people's ears probably.
that's so funny. But
Damn.
guys, we're back.
All right, we're back. We're back to jump in the build. Let's go. So, talk to me what's going on here, and let's keep going, bro.
Let's do it. So now what we do is usually, guys, what we do is I like to drop things out in a component layout, right? But today, what we're doing is I'm actually going to show you how you can lay out your project in like in pages and in components, right? So this is going to help you break down your projects, and it's actually how they do it in a professional environment. So it's going to be some good experience for you guys today. So let's go ahead and go to our folders. I can't see our folders for some reason. Oh man. All right, let's see. This should load in a sec. Yeah, so Kazi, if I'll just run you through this and I'll rejoin the live share. So
Got it.
basically, you want to go to your folders in source, add a folder called pages.
All right.
Yes, add a folder called
Oh, my bad.
pages.
I'll add a folder called pages. All right, dude. All types of technical difficulties are happening. It's kind of crazy. My TV just shut down. Frank, you want to help with that? And all right, let's keep going. So pages.
It says the live. I think you need to restart a live share because it
Okay.
says the host is offline. Yeah, but basically we're gonna have pages and then we're gonna have components, and we're gonna break things down into separate pages and break things down into separate components.
Okay. So can you not? You can't see it right now because it is live shared. So maybe.
And it says the host of the workspace seems to be offline. So I think maybe what we'll do is if you press Command Shift P.
All right. So let me actually go ahead and do that. Command Shift P. And let me
And
add you to this screen over here so everybody can see. Oh, let me actually flip that around. Boom, boom. There we go. All right. So Command Shift P. And what else?
yeah, and then type
Live
in
share.
live share and stop. So I think it'll be live share and stop.
Okay. So
Uh,
stop
yeah,
collaboration session.
exactly. And then
All right.
restart another
Restart.
one.
Mm-hmm. Got
There we
it.
go. That should kick it out.
Do, somebody just said they landed a job, by the way, from our like face detection clone.
No way. Holy
Yeah.
crap. That's not good. Let's see.
All right. There we go.
Oh, nice. I just got your message. There you go. So let's go ahead. Yes, I can see it. Right. We survived that. We survived that, hopefully.
You're good. Are you in here?
I am in here. I'm waiting for the file tree to load up. It says
Okay.
opening session, and we're in. Hey, nice.
Beautiful. So
Okay.
there you go. You got pages right here.
Yep, nice. So with that said, let's go ahead and do the following. So let me get rid of this comment. There we go. So now we've got pages, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to have pages, and we're also going to create another folder, and I'm going to call this one components, right? So this one's going to be pages and components. And the reason why we're going to do this, so if you open up your, yeah, there we go, we've got pages and components. And the components are going to be reusable components like we know, right? So we're going to refer to things like the search bar as a component, but the pages are going to refer to the home page and the search page, right? So this is something which they actually do in professional environments. And I thought it was a good project to show you on this, right? So the first one that we're going to do is we're going to actually go ahead and build the home page, right? So I'm going to go ahead and type in home. And what we're going to do is, Kazi, if you want to build the first component, and then after that we can streamline it. So let's go ahead and create a new component, and we're going to call this one home.
All right. Home.js. Boom.
Yeah. And then we're going to use a really nice trick here, guys, and it's called RFCE, and it's from ES7 snippet. So that's an extension that's going to allow you to do what Kazi just did. And you just type in RFCE, and you get all of that code just pop out for you. So once we do that, we're going to basically get used to setting our apps up like this. So it's going to be class name home, and we're also going to create a CSS file for this. We're going to say import home.css like that, right? And then I'm going to create the CSS file for this. So notice how
Bro.
this one actually went into the wrong folder. So what we're going to do now to fix this is we are going to go ahead and move this. So we're going to go ahead and move these two. So Kazi, if you want to do it, so it's visual.
Do what?
Move home and home.css. Those two files, push them into pages.
All right. There we go. Push them.
Yeah, and then click move.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And the reason why we're doing this, guys, is because it's actually a page, right? It's not a component, it's a page. So it is a component, but we're referring to it as one of the pages on our site. So that's that done. And what we can do now is go back to app.js and go ahead and import this. So I can go ahead and import this like so. So I go here and I say import. I think you have to follow me again, Kazi. I'm in
Yep.
app.js now.
Yep.
Say import home from home like this, right? So now we have the component being pulled in, and let's go ahead and double check that it's actually working. So we can say H1. So I haven't got my snippets, which is fine. I'm gonna say H1. This is homepage, right? Like this, right? And if I save that now, and we go to 3000. Let's go ahead and see what's happening here, so we can see ahead. So now it's saying there's a problem because in the import now we have to do this. We have to say /pages/home, right? And then we save it. There we go. Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Right? So this is the home, right? And then what we're going to also do is have a search page, right? So we're going to have a home page and a search page. We can leave the search page for now. So let's go ahead and build some functionality so that way we can get everything up and running. And then we'll go ahead and
So
do
is
the next
this
step.
technically still a component, like home?
Yes. Yeah. So it's still a component,
Got
but
it.
your folder structure changes. And this is what they kind of do in production builds. So you would have a pages folder. And the reason why I thought it was good to bring up, because in our coaching calls, a lot of students ask about this. So I think it would be really valuable for everyone to see. Yeah. So you've got
Whoa, another, hold on. Jared says, I am proud. He goes, I'm proud to be one among the 5,000 members who landed a full-time job. Love you, clever programmer.
oh, damn, dude, that's
Yeah,
insane. And I
that's
think
a,
we just hit 1,000 likes, dude.
damn. Thank you guys. We are at $40 in revenue on this stream. Thank you guys so much for that. That is huge. We are over 1,000 likes, and we're so pumped because one of our big goals is to get 5,000 people to become developers this year.
Yep,
And
exactly.
then next year, we want it to be 10,000 or more people to become full-time developers. So this is a huge accomplishment for us. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, that's insane. Love that. Right. So now what we're going to do is in the home page, in the home component, we're going to go ahead and basically draft out what the home page is, right? So let's go ahead and do this. So now I'm inside the, oops, what's going on here? So I'm inside the home.js. One sec. Can you see that, Kazi? So let me go ahead
Yeah.
and reconnect. Yeah, we'll give it 2 secs. It's just doing a reconnect. All kinds of tech today are fighting
Jeez.
against us, guys. It's
Yeah.
incredible. Now it says there's a sync issue, but we'll get past it. It's all good.
It's
There we
impressive how
go.
much tech is coming in. How many
Yeah,
issues we're having.
exactly. All right, so you got the home page now. So what we're gonna do is in the home page of Google, we have a header and we have a body, right? So the header. So if we go ahead and pop open our deployed version, Kazi.
So let's pop open. Okay, so let's open up the
Yep.
deployed version right here. Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is draft it out now. So we have a header. So I'm gonna go ahead and say div home underscore header. So like this. Oh, okay, I don't get my snippets. So I'm gonna say div, and this one's gonna have a class name of home header, like this, right? And then I'm also gonna have another one, which is gonna be home body, right? So this is gonna be 2 sections of the web page, and we can draw circles around this to show them what we're visually doing here. So we have the header, which is where we see about, store, Gmail, images, and the user avatar. And then we have everything below it. So anything below it, we're going to call it the body. And anything in that top banner, we're going to be referring to as the header.
So
Okay?
hold on, just so I'm gonna draw it out visually. And sometimes if you're speaking about these things, just you can let me know to draw out the visuals. I'll be your bitch on the live stream. That's okay.
Yeah.
So
I actually did say it, but I'll say it again next
my
time.
bad,
Don't
my
worry.
bad. Just wake me up. Just be like, yo, Cos, you're not paying attention. Because I'm looking at the comments and everything. So
Yeah.
when you say header, this is what you're referring to, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, beautiful. And then when you say body, is it on everything underneath there? So it's this.
Yeah, everything underneath we're referring to as the body.
Got it.
Yeah. Now, I always talk about containerizing things because containers allow us to style things easily, right? So at the top, we have like a header left, which has about and store. And on the top right, we have header right. So I'm going to go ahead and create that
Yo,
inside
I
of here.
love this comment, by the way. This guy goes, how goes alert investment. The moment these two create a company, put all your money and enjoy your retirement within 5 years.
Hey, that's what we're talking about, guys. That is what we're talking about.
That's actually 100% true. Like, I feel that if we just went hard, dude, like real talk, like we just went all in, I do think a
Yeah,
lot of people can just invest and retire.
yeah,
Like,
I think so.
we can make Tipple come alive.
Yeah. We'll go public on the stock market. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. So we've got the header left and header right. So here what
I
I'm gonna
mean,
do
Tin
is say,
Dev. We make Tin Dev, and we're a live company.
yeah, exactly. Tindev. Oh yeah. Was it Tindev and there's another one? I can't remember. We had two. That was so funny. All right, so we got class name here, and I'm gonna do header left. So home underscore underscore header left. Oops, left. And then I'm gonna copy this. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this, and I'm gonna do header right. Right. So these are gonna be basically, imagine we're drawing mini containers. So now we've got one mini container in the header left and one mini container header right. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is inside of here we're gonna have two links. So this is gonna be the first link, which is going to say like we're going to have two links here, and then we're going to have a link. So this is going to be the Gmail link, the images link, and then the icon, and then the avatar, right? So I'm going to go ahead and draft this out. So we've got the avatar after that, right? So how do we get this working now? So we're going to need a few things. To get these links, we're going to have to use something called React Router. And to get these icons and avatars, we're going to have to use something called Material UI. So we're going to have to install a bunch of dependencies at this point, and we do this once and we don't have to do it again. So Qazi, let's go ahead and install Material UI to begin with. You're muted, Qazi.
Material UI. So we got to do npm install Material UI core. So I'm just gonna go here, open up a new terminal, cd in here anyway. Just paste this and install. Now next up, what we need to do is we need to go to icons. Now once we're inside here, click to search the full list of icons, and here are gonna be all your icons. Now one more install that you guys need to do is if you open up, you can open up another one or just wait for the first one to finish. Change the core to icons. This will get you all the icons that you're going to use. And why are we using these icons? These icons are going to be used for this mic symbol here, this search one, that right gallery view, and a few other things. So that's why we're going to need this.
Yeah, even the buttons that you saw there where it says Google search and I'm feeling lucky are actually being pulled from Material UI. So they get that nice little ripple effect.
Ah, nice. So these buttons are coming from Material UI. So this is not Material UI icons, but it's still Material UI.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay, so got it. This is how you install it, you guys. Once your installation is done, you should be good to go.
Exactly. Now, Cause you want to show them how we
Code.
search for icons? Yeah.
Also, you can just go here, and this is the code that you can just copy and paste. And you can search for the icons just by typing in whatever you're really looking for. So for example, here, if I want the search, I go here, type in search, hit enter. This comes up, copy this code, go back to my app, paste it in right over here, and then I can actually use it.
Exactly. And that's how, when you see me importing a bunch of like icons and stuff like that, that's where we're getting them from. So if you do get lost at any point, know that that's how we found those icons, right? So with that said, we now have Material UI. So I can go ahead and pop in the icon and the avatar. So the icon, actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and do one more step. So we need to set up React Router to get these links, right? So I need a few links on the top. So let's go ahead and, so if you go to React Router on Google.
Let's do it. So, okay.
Yep. So React Router, and then you're gonna click on web, and there should be, I think it's, yeah, there we go. In the npm install React Router DOM. That's the one we need. Dope. Right, and while that's loading, what we can do is we can go ahead and actually write the rest of the code. So heading over to app.js, React Router requires that we set up something beforehand, right? And it's very simple how we use React Router. All we do is we essentially wrap our app in something called a router, right? So we need to import the required dependencies. So at the top of the file, I'm going to go ahead and pull this in. So we have a bunch of dependencies that we pull in at this point. So we've got the router, the switch, and the root, right? And then what we do is everything inside of our app, right? Everything inside of our app, we're essentially going to go ahead and pop the following in. So I'll explain exactly what we're doing here, and I'll do it step by step. So we basically first need to add a router, right? So we first need to add a router, and then basically everything is going to go inside of that router. So everything goes inside the router at this point, right? Then what we're going to do is we are going to add a switch, because basically what React Router allows us to do is it allows us to render certain components based on based on the route that we're in. So at this point, I'm going to add a switch here like this, and then I'm going to add the routes. So the routes that we're interested in are the following ones. So these two routes, right? So I can go ahead and get rid of this. Now what I've done here, guys, is very simple. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that here we'll say is this is the search page. So let's go ahead and do this is the search page. And I will show you exactly what we've done here. So if you did get lost there, I'll explain what's happening, right? So let's go ahead and save this, and we'll save this file. Nice. So, because let's go ahead and open up localhost.
Dope. Oh, localhost. Okay. Whenever you say
Yep.
that, I want to go to the command line.
Nice. So now we've got the home page, right? But you see what we did is it says if your root is at the /. So if your root is at the home page, right? So we have / which refers to the home page, then it's going to render the home component, right? Now, if we go to / search, it will render this component. So in this case, I've just got H1 where it says this is a search page. So Qazi, if you want to go ahead and add a / search to the URL. So add a / search.
Hey.
See that, right?
And it's
So
it's
that-
instant, right?
Yeah, it's instant. So it's super fast. Yeah, super fast. And what we can do now is any component that sits inside here. So we're talking root, we're talking the home component, the search page component. We can use something called React Router links inside of that component, right? So let's go ahead and go back to home. Now, what do I mean by React Router links? So let's go ahead and import the correct thing that we need. So we need the link from React Router DOM. And this is actually a really powerful piece of tech now, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and replace this link right here. And I'm going to say the first link goes to the about page. I think it was the about page like this, right? So we do this. And then if I go ahead and basically what this is going to do is it basically replaces, it's like an A tag. So it's like a link, right? But it's just like a React Router link. So here, if I just write about, and then hit save, and if we go to let's just go to / because let's just get rid of the search. Nice. So you see there's a link now, right? And I've said it goes to the / about, so it needs to go to / about. So let's go ahead and click on about. Yeah.
Did it?
Can you see the URL changed?
Yep, it does.
Yep.
As
So
soon
it
as I
changed,
click
right?
it, boom, it changes it.
Exactly. So what we can do now is we can go ahead and pop in the remaining two things. We can have this one and this one, and we can go ahead and have another link here, another link here. So I think it was about, what was the other links? Let me go ahead and pull up the app as well so I can see it. Oops. Oh, my Alfred shut down. One sec. There you go.
Your
So
heart
it was
rate has shut down. What'd you say?
My Alfred.
Oh, okay. I was like, dude, I
Yeah.
really hope your heart rate is fine.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do the following. So let's go ahead and check this out. So we have about, we have store, right, at the top. So on the left side, we have about and store goes to / store. This one goes to Gmail. Here we have Gmail. And this one goes to images, like this, right? And this one goes to images. So you see, that's it, guys. That's four links. And the reason why we're not using an A tag here is because if I use an A tag, what's going to happen, Qazi?
It's going to actually go to that page and refresh. And we don't
Yeah.
want that. We want to use
Yep.
the link tag, so it has no refresh and it does it instantly. So the React way is to use link.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh man, I don't know why I can't actually see the folders. That's so annoying.
You can't see the
If I do,
folders, and my TV just died again. So give me 1 second.
yeah, I'm gonna rejoin the session, guys. So give me 2 seconds. I'll rejoin that session that Kazi was doing. So, bada boom, bada bing. Oh, guys, I think we deserve deserve to smash the like button for this today because this is a lot of tech
Seriously,
issues we
a
have today.
lot
Yeah,
of tech issues, like just in everything that has never happened before.
yeah. Like now I'm back in. I'm back in. Nice.
Damn.
Holy
Okay.
crap! And guys, when you're live, this is trickier than it looks to debug this stuff. So
Yeah.
nice, awesome. So we have that up and running. Let's go ahead and follow me again, Kazi.
Yep. Let me actually just go ahead and follow you and lift up a 55-inch TV and hit the on button at the same time.
Nice. So
Yep.
let's go ahead and do this. And now, yep,
There we go.
awesome. So now it's following me. So what we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to start this way. It looks a little bit like what we want to get it to. So the first step is let's go ahead and actually give this the appropriate style. So we're inside of home header, right? That's where everything that we want to style is living. So let's go ahead and do the following. We say target home header, give it display flex. And what we should see at this point is everything inside that header should go in a row, right? Because by default, when you do flex, everything goes into a row. So if we do that, we are importing the file. We are using this home header. There we go. Why is that not refreshing? Let's go ahead and see. Let's get rid of this is home page. Go ahead and save this file. And we've got, oh yeah. So right now, this is actually correct. So about and store are, yep, we've done that. So home header. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say justify content. So justify content, space between, right? So we're going to do this. Save it. And then what should happen here is if we refresh, Kazi, let's go ahead and refresh. Is the app running? It is running, right?
I'm
It's
on
not,
the
it's doing,
about page. I'm on the about page. That's fine.
yep, that's all right. So I feel like let's go ahead and double check. So it seems to like the changes that we're making aren't being home header.
Save. Should be. I mean, it seems fine. I just saved it.
Let me go ahead and do display flex on the home.
Mm-hmm.
And let me go ahead and do flex direction column and a view of 100 view height. So it takes up the entire height
Wait,
of
hold
the page.
on. Where are you doing this? Because I'm following you. Are you on a CSS file right now?
Yeah. I'm in
Because
home.css.
it's showing me that you're in home.js.
Yeah, I can see you.
You can see
So
that
now,
go ahead.
so now you can see me, right, in home.js.
I can see you in home.js, right?
So unfollow me and follow me again.
I did many times, but I'll do it again.
And let's go ahead and see if it follows me properly into home.css. No?
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Now, yeah, you went to app.js, so now I'm in app.js with you.
but now I'm in home.css.
It doesn't want to go to any CSS files with you.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
maybe I'll just manually just
Holy
call
crap.
it out where you're at.
Oh, it's not even, it didn't actually push the code that I wrote in here. Okay, so you know what? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna rejoin one more time. Let's give it
Damn.
another. Yeah,
This feels like somebody just spanking me like left and right. That's
I know,
actually what
dude.
it feels like. It doesn't feel good at all. Like
I
against
know.
my will, somebody just spanking me.
Let's go ahead. Can you see now? Can you see me now if I type in hello?
Cedric is like, if you have any doubt, just reboot. He did that already. Let me
Yeah.
actually try following you again. Try now moving around to different things.
Okay, so ABC worked. That's good. And then we're going to home.css. Dude,
No!
what if I go into index.css?
What
Oh, wait.
is
Okay, so
happening?
index.css worked, but home.css didn't work. But then app.js, what the hell? Okay. All right. I have an idea. I have a hunch as
Pull
to why
pull
this is
pull
happening.
everything out of Pages.
Yeah, let's just pull this out of Pages and let's go ahead and
All
pull
right,
this out.
let me test it. I'll pull. Oh, you're pulling it out.
Yeah, I pulled
All right.
out. And let's get rid of Pages.
Pulling it. Okay,
Let's get
cool.
rid of components. So we'll just do a flat hierarchy for today's build. And then let's go ahead and fix our imports. So we done / home. Here we have home. There we go. Nice. Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude.
Fluture
Okay.
code is like live share completely drops when you have poor internet connection. Fluture code, what happened? We were supposed to do Airbnb build, the Airbnb clone. I was so excited. And then I just stopped hearing from you. I still want to build it.
There we go. Finally. There we go.
It's
Okay.
working?
Yeah. So these are the changes I made, guys. Yeah. So I guess it was a flat hierarchy. I guess VS Code didn't like that.
Okay.
So now, yeah. So now what we're gonna do, guys, is I set on the home container itself. I said display flex direction column, and give it a height of 100 view height. Now what that did is, if I go ahead and give this a background color of say red, now you should see the entire thing goes red. So let's go ahead and add semicolon.
Nice.
That's what this height right here did, right?
And there, that's it. We're done.
That's it. We're done. That's Google,
the
guys.
Google.
I think smash the thumbs up button. But peace out.
Dude, that's actually how most developers show it. You know that, right? Like most developers will build something that looks like this and it'll be like, well, this is just to give you an idea of what's possible. And they'll be like,
Yeah.
join my course and then I'll show you more.
Exactly. They get you like half in. Nice. So we got that. And then the home header, guys. So the header itself as well, the links are living. I wanted to do display flex. This justify content, if I go ahead and remove that, you'll see it pulls all the header left and header right together. So we need that to space between it. Padding means that 20 pixels top and bottom, 30 pixels left and right, right? And then align items centrally so that they're all vertically aligned. So now that we're back up to speed, what I want to do is all of those links, right? By default, they look like links, which looks ugly, right? We don't want that. So I'm going to add the following inside of here. So I'm going to say in home header, all of the links, right? So home header A tags, because remember, these links that you guys saw, so these ones right here, these actually convert to A tags, but they're just like clever A tags, right? So what I'm going to do is to style it, I'm going to say, go ahead, go into home header, target the A tag, give it a margin right, 20 pixels. This makes it actually go ahead and it fixes the way that it gets rid of that underline by default. And then this is the color that they use on Google. So it's a really strange color. I tried to color picker it and I couldn't. So I just literally grabbed the source code color that they had. And then the font size of 15 pixels. Now I'm going to show you guys why I did this line as well. So let's go ahead and save that. And you can see it looks a lot cleaner, right? Now, Qazi, if you hover over those
Hover over
links,
what?
so if you
Ooh.
about
I'm
yeah.
hovering
So it
over,
looks
but
good.
yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, so it looks, and if you click it, the links actually take you to sort of new URLs. So it should
Yep.
go to /store,
I
right?
see.
So
I see the URLs
you can see
changing,
that
and you
works.
guys should see that too. Yep.
Yeah, so that works, but we want it to also show like an underline for it. So what we do is, because we removed all the styling with text decoration inherit, now if we add this hover text decoration underline, if you hover over it now, check out what happens.
Nice.
You see it, so we get the link functionality back, and then we sort of Mehban goes, what about the data layer? So we are using React
God
context.
damn. Fucking jacked girlfriend.
My girlfriend's getting jacked, man. The data layer is coming, guys. The data layer is coming. So now what we're gonna do is we need to finish off the header right, the header right with the icon.
It seems like she's like dead serious too, which makes it more
I
funny
know.
and hilarious and jacked.
Sometimes she sends me text messages and they send me way off, and I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
So now I want to have like a grid, right? So I'm going to have a grid sort of icon, and the grid icon that we're using in Material UI is called apps icon. So what I need to do is this one here, apps icon. And what we can do is we can go ahead and import that from Material UI with the following line. So apps icon from Material UI icons apps. So if I save that now, you should see an icon pop in. So that's how simple it is to get an icon in your app, guys. So it's very, very clean, very slick. And then for the avatar, basically, I'm not going to go, I'm actually going to use a blank avatar for now. So we're going to go ahead and pop this in. And I need to go ahead and import that from Material UI. And when we say avatar, we're talking about when you're logged in, you know, that little sort of circle icon. Rather than messing around with radiuses and circles and stuff, we literally can use an avatar from Material UI, and it fixes all of that headache for us. And if we save that, should, what is that? 918
Alright.
avatars. Yeah, so
Avatars
maybe save that
saved.
or
Yeah, there we
refresh.
go.
Oh, yeah, there
Yeah, I
we go.
saved it.
Yep.
So wait, why is that? Hold
There we
on. Why is that thing happening? Because didn't we do in settings? Didn't we set it up to be in a way where it auto saves? Let's go to auto save.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
think
have.
we did after. Yeah, it's strange.
Okay.
Yeah, really strange.
Oh man, today is just like this freaking strange day.
So guys, we have the header right? And you see the header right doesn't look right, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So I'm gonna target, I'm gonna say display flex. Yeah, do that, and you'll see it pops into a row. So it's saved before I did it. There we go. Display, it pops into a row, but everything's not vertically aligned, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do align items centrally, and watch what this one does. So this will pull everything in the center on the vertical axis, which is good. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say give it a minimum width of 13 view width because we want it to be responsive. And then you see it didn't look like it did much. But now if I say go ahead and space all of the children between itself, if we do justify content space between, it should have done, it will do a good job when it goes bigger. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that when we target any of the icons, so this is how you target any icon inside. So this is saying go inside header right. And this is the class that Material UI gives you by default, right? We can go ahead and do margin right of 20 pixels. So if I go ahead and do that.
Hold up. I don't think it's following you. Were you doing a lot of styling?
I think you were looking at it. Yeah, I can see that on the
No,
screen.
now it's following you. It wasn't following you for a little bit. So I don't know how much styling you did in the last 2-3 minutes, but here it is,
No,
guys.
but I was watching. I have the
No,
screen
look
up as
at
well.
the comments. They're saying we can't see the CSS. Don't see the CSS. So the comments are coming in. I caught it pretty much right away, but
Oh, damn it. Okay, cool.
I don't know how much CSS
So
you
now
did, but here it is,
can
guys.
see we've got this. Yeah, this is what we're doing here, guys. So I've added header right. So display flex, align item centrally, minimum width of 13 view width, justify content space between. And then to give that icon, so that grid icon, some space between that and the circle avatar, I target the icon because this is the class name that Material UI gives every icon. And I add a margin right to it. So that's why we're doing that, okay? Awesome. And then there we go. We actually have like the top portion of the header done. So Qazi, if you go ahead and resize it now, you'll see it's fully responsive, that top header.
Hey, it is. I'm just
Nice,
putting
right?
I'm putting it through a stress test, you know.
Yeah. Look at that.
Looks clean, man.
Uh,
I like it. I like what you do, bro.
Yeah, awesome. Frank says Frank's inside of the Profit of JavaScript course and won the coaching because he says the Flexbox Froggy website was great for learning Flexbox Froggy. I was sick.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, that is a
Nice.
good that's a really good resource, by the way. Okay, people are
Yeah.
telling me I should put the title on top, and I was kind of being lazy, but I will do it because this is the second or third comment. So I love that, actually, for calling me out. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So what are we working on right now, Sonny? We just finished the header, I imagine.
Yeah, so now we are working on adding the search bar functionality. So we're basically adding the body of the search page.
Add
No, we're adding-
Google search bar.
Yeah. Add Google search bar. Yeah.
There we go. The most English way of writing the title as possible. Boom! Sorry, I exploded somebody's ear, but it's right. It's now at the top.
Nice. So now what we're going to do, guys, is we've got the, go back to home here, and we've got inside the body, right? So inside the body, I'm going to add, firstly, I'm going to add an image because we all love images. So I'm going to go ahead and add an image, and that's going to be the Google logo. So I've got a link here, and this is simply the Google logo. Okay, so if we go ahead and save that, you'll see a massive Google logo popped in. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to target that and style it, right? So I'm going to go into home.css, and I'm going to go and say that we should go ahead and that body. So we're going to target the body, and we're going to target the image and say contain it, but make it a height of 100 pixels, right? So that will actually go ahead and make it a lot more smaller. And object fit contain keeps the aspect ratio so it doesn't like stretch and look weird. Then what we're going to do is here we have home body. So like this, I'm going to go ahead and target the home body. And this is a neat little trick that you guys can do. So I'm going to say the body should take up the remainder of the space. Now, the reason why it's going to work is because home body sits inside of the home parent, which we made flex, and we've done the flex direction column. So this is, by saying flex 1, it's going to take up the majority of the space. Now, margin top of 10% gives it a little bit of spacing from the top, which is why if I remove it, you'll see Google goes up.
Yo, how'd you center it?
So it was centered from, that was actually from, we did that with, where did we do that? We centered that with, let me go ahead and double check. Where did we do that?
Yeah, I was like, how does this thing get centered so perfectly? All right, time for air horn. Now my air horn is very easy to use.
Give me one sec. No, that's if we do flex direction column.
Felipe says, guys, take a rest. These builds are exhausting. You guys deserve it. I say we triple down on these guys. We're trying to get to like 7 builds a day.
Yeah. So, this is why. Sorry, yeah, because we're doing flex direction column, so it spans the entire width. So the direct child is this home body. So that's where you see the image tag.
Wait, hold on. So what's making it centered? Are you giving me like a politician roundabout answer? Or okay.
No, look, yeah, you see that? Yeah. So flex, if I added flex direction column, by default, it's going to take up the entire row in that column. Right?
Oh, that is weird, dude. I would never think about that. That like flex column, like flex direction column would be used as centered.
Yeah, so like now if I add like a H2 or a H1 tag or something, why is my Emmet not working? I say test. You'll see now. Let's go ahead and do test. So image won't, but like if I go ahead and pop another image in, right, you'll see that the image will it should sit in the middle. There we go.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
It would actually be using the width, but you would do text align center to get it centered.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. It's still using the width with the text. It's taking up the whole width, but it's left aligned by default. So even if the text is like, boom, this big, the text is just taking up all this space to the left. But with an image, you're saying it will actually put the image in the middle.
Exactly. Yeah, but you see, if I do a center tag, it actually uses that. I done a center tag and I done a H1, and it centered it all.
That's how I center stuff, dude. That's how I know how to center stuff. All right.
Yeah. I was gonna say, cause let's double check. If you go into VS Code settings, quickly just double check that the prettier is on.
All right.
Because that'll make developing a lot quicker. So let's go ahead and do format on save. So type in format on save.
All right, so let's go. All right, format right there. On save. Yep, I got it.
Okay, and then you see at the top it says go to top. It says no, right? So click that, and you want to click on. Oh my God, which one is it? Default format.
Let's see.
Oh, mine's no as well. Oh, interesting.
Prettier. This one right here, right?
I want to say yeah, but I don't trust it. So maybe.
I mean, that looks right.
Let's try it. Yeah.
Let's give it a shot. I don't really know. I mean, it didn't. I don't know what it did, bro, but it seems like it's good.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Cool. So there we go. So then we have the image tag there, and then what we're going to do is we have I'm going to basically add an input container here, right? So it's going to be an input container. And this one, we're going to basically put a placeholder here for the search. And the reason why, so this is going to be like a search. All I want to do is have a one search component. And once that's built, that will sit there and that will have the buttons. It will have everything we need in that one search component. And the reason why I want it to be a component is that we can reuse that component then on the page, the results page, right? So that will help us have some reusability there. So with that said, what I'm going to do is go over to create a search component. So I'm going to create a file called search.js. So search.js, and we should pop in now. Yep, and I'm going to do rfce, and my snippets aren't working. So you're going, oh no, it is. There we go. Nice. And then I can do class name search. I'm going to set up my CSS file. So I'm going to say import search.css. Nice. And I'm going to go ahead and create the search.css file. So search.css, boom. And we should be inside there now. All right. Awesome. So we've got our search file set up. And then what we're going to do now is we are going to go ahead and actually lay this one out. So the search field, right? So the first thing we have in the search field is the input field. So I'm going to go ahead and create a container for that. So I'm going to say class name equals search. And this one's going to be called input, right? And inside of here, I'm going to have three things. I'm going to have the search icon. So I'm going to have a search icon, which is going to be that hourglass. So this one, I'm going to give that a class name of search input icon. I'm going to have an input, right? So I'm actually going to have an input like this. And that's going to basically be where you type in some information and you want to Google something. And then I'm going to have a mic icon, right? So I'm going to have three things inside of here. And then I'm going to import those at the top so we have access to them. So let's go ahead and import them, save the file, go back to home, and let's import it here so we can actually see our search working. So let's go ahead and say import search from search like this, right? Now we should see some kind of input and some icons pop on the screen in a second. So let's go ahead and see. It says import function home. There we go. You can see it. You got that little, it's very ugly at the moment, but you can see that it's there, right? So we've got the search input and the rest of the stuff. So what I'm going to do is style that now so it doesn't look as ugly as we can see it there. And the way we do that is I'm going to go inside of my search.css and I'm basically going to go ahead and type the following. So I'm going to say search input to go ahead and target that. And then I'm going to say display flex align item center. Right, so let's go ahead and see that. And I love doing this as we do it like this, because then you'll see as things sort of get styled, the difference that it's going to make. So if I go ahead and add a border around this of light gray, so I'm going to go ahead and do border 1 pixel solid light gray. And you can see it adds a border around it. I'm going to set the height of this to be 30 pixels. Right, so it should get a little taller. I'm going to give it some padding and a border radius of 999 pixels. Right, and the reason why I do 999 is I want that perfect curvature. Right, so I added some padding. I've done 10 pixels top and bottom, 20 pixels left and right. I'm going to do the width is going to be dynamic, so it's going to say 75 view width, which means always use 75% of the screen width. Then I'm going to do margin 0 auto, and this is a trick to make it horizontally centered. Okay, so if I do this, you should now see it centers horizontally. Then I'm going to do margin top 40 pixels. And that will push it away from the Google icon. And then I'm going to do a max width of 560 pixels. So that way it never grows past a certain height width. So even if you're on a huge screen, it's not going to like basically take up like if you're on a 4K monitor, which is like 50 inches, you know, you don't want that search bar to be huge. So you give it a max width. All right, so very, very clean look and feel there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to target the inner input field, right? That inner input field. And what I can do is I can say flex 1, because I want that input field to take up the majority of the space inside of it. So you see it expand, right? Then what I can do is I can say give it some padding. So I want to do the same thing, 10 pixels up and bottom, top and bottom, 20 pixels left and right. I want to say make it a font size of medium. So medium by default is one that they provide, and it'll make the text that we type a little bigger. I'm gonna say give it a border of none. So now you can see the input field has a little border around it. But as soon as I add this line, watch how everything snaps together. So if I go ahead and pop this in, there we go. Look at that. You see how that like one simple change, and now it's looking very clean, right? Now, Qazi, if you want to click on the input field, right now, why the hell do we see that blue, ugly nastiness, right? You see that like outline.
Yeah.
We don't want that, and you don't see that in Google. So what we can do is, if we target the input field and we say, go to the input field and say colon focus. So when you're focusing on the input field, so when you click it, if we set a property called outline width to 0,
Oh, look at that. That is nice.
that's cool, right?
You do outline width to 1.
Let's do like 1 pixel.
Uh-huh. Oh, do it to 20 pixels.
Yeah, I wonder what happens if we do that. Is that?
Hold on, let's see if I
Nah.
don't. Maybe it just has like it's either on or off. You know, maybe
Yeah, I
it's like
think it's
that.
like a Boolean, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, it's a Boolean. Okay, cool. Yeah, 0 is what we want. Right now it looks clean.
Yeah. So that's really nice, right? So it's already looking super crisp like Google, right? Now we gave the search icon a color, a class name of search input icon. So I'm going to go ahead and target that because I want to make that color gray, right? So I'm just using default colors here. They're kind of close to Google's ones, and it makes your life a little easier when you're making this. So color gray, there we go. And then what we are going to do is we are actually going to go ahead and add some buttons, okay? So we're going to add some buttons underneath it because as you guys can see, like it was very quick to sort of get to this point, but like it's just all these little tricks and hacks and stuff like that that you sort of pick up along the way. It's very important to get good at those so that way you can build at that speed as well.
That's why the greatest ever, even he says, this outline width thing will be very helpful.
Yeah, really handy. And honestly, in some other builds, I wish I did put in there because it is a really nice finishing touch to especially to a search bar when you're making, when you have like an icon on the side and things like that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually create so underneath this div, I'm going to have a div called search buttons, right? And these buttons are going to be primarily responsible for the two things that you see on Google. It says Google search and it says I'm feeling lucky. So let's go ahead and check our one that we built, Qazi.
All right, let's go to it. You want to go to the home page?
No, so the one that we deployed.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, right over here.
Yep. So you see these two buttons, Google search and I'm feeling lucky, right? We need to get those working. So I'm going to show you guys.
So are we done with the search bar?
Not yet. So this is all part of the search bar.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Yep. This is all part of the search bar. So we'll be done pretty quick. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a button. And the way we can do it, and thank you, Deepank, for that nice little donation. And Sanket Kumar, nice. He goes, thank you for an amazing tutorial, small contribution from my side. Massively appreciate that, dude.
Thank you, Debunk, and thank you. Yeah, that is amazing. Oh, 2 donations like right at the same time. That is odd, unless they were friends and coordinated it together.
Nice. So what we're going to do now is add a button, but we're adding it with a capital B because it's from Material UI. So I need to go ahead and import that from Material UI. So let's go ahead and pop that in. And this button is going to say Google search. And I'm going to have another button which is going to say I'm feeling lucky, right? And you see I added a variant outline to this one. So this is a Google property. So Qazi, let's go ahead and open localhost.
All right.
So you see the second one had variant outlined and the first one didn't. So this goes to show you that Google actually can go ahead and provide you the Material UI library, design library, provide you with different props. One of them is variant. So in this case, if we add variant outlined, you can see that we get this by default, which looks pretty clean. Yeah. So we can go ahead and add that. Now what we're going to do is somebody says, I suggest you use SAS preprocessor for CSS. Guys, that's why we use BEM. So trust me, I used to use SAS, but BEM's a lot cleaner when you get used to using it, and it's a lot faster. Yep. So now what we're going to do is we are going to add. Okay. So I actually want to make the entire search filled. Actually, we'll do that afterwards. We'll do that afterwards. So we've got these two buttons here, Google search and I'm feeling lucky. Let's go ahead and style these so they look like we want them to look, right? So let's go ahead and firstly, let's go and style the search buttons container. So I'm going to hop over to the CSS and say, go ahead and pop in a margin top of 30 pixels, display
Ooh,
flex,
nice.
and justify content. So justify content center was important here. If I don't have that, it's left aligned. So it's flex start by default. And we want to center it, right? And then what we do is we target the button. And this is how we do that is we say inside the search button container, target a normal button because that's what gets rendered out of Material UI's button. I'm going to say give it a margin of 5 pixels, a padding of 7 pixels top and bottom, 15 pixels left and right. Let's go ahead and add that. You can see it automatically spaces it apart. Give it a background color of a light gray and give it a white 1 pixel solid border. So let's go ahead and do that. And there you go. Like we're starting to look a lot more. And you see by default Material UI actually goes ahead and makes everything like capital letters, which isn't very nice. Like we don't want to do that in our case. So what we can do is we can override that by saying checks transform inherit. So if I go ahead and do that, you'll see it drops down to the lower size, right? To finish it off, I'm going to say color is this nice little gray. And there we go. We get a very nice sort of finishing touch, right? Now, please don't spam the chat, guys. You're just going to get blocked. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So now let's go ahead and add. So
Sonny,
now it's
nice.
fuzzy. Yeah, I've got it on my phone here.
Yeah,
So
awesome.
now if you go ahead and hover over that button, Qazi.
It's fun for me to block. I just sit there and a lot of my work is blocking. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, click here.
Yeah. So if you hover over the buttons, Google search and I'm feeling lucky.
And look at how nice it looks when I click it, dude. Look at that.
So the click looks really nice, but the hover doesn't look like Google's yet, right?
Yeah.
So
Wait, what does Google's hover look like? Let's see.
So let's look at the deployed. Oh yeah, we can use this one. Yeah. So you see that it gets like a nice hovered look, right?
Yeah, but I like how even theirs is not responsive and ours is more responsive than actual Google. Right?
Yeah,
Notice that.
this is something I found. Yeah, I couldn't believe that it wasn't responsive when I saw it.
That's
like,
embarrassing, dude. That's actually embarrassing.
Yeah, like as in they should literally like with a few lines of code. Look how much better that looks. Like,
yeah. And I'm like
it's
zoomed
insane, right?
in
So
and
much
it's
more
wow.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
guys, this shows you like even companies like Google, sometimes they don't get the responsiveness right, you know? Nice. So what we're going to do now is actually add a hover functionality for the buttons. So we target the same thing at the top. So we say to go ahead, target the buttons, but the hover state. And I'm going to add a box shadow. So I'm going to add a little box shadow here. So, Qazi, if you just want to hover your mouse over it, and then we can see it as it changes. Yeah. So keep it on there. Yeah. So just keep it hovered up. There we go. And then what we'll say is I'll say a background color.
Wait. Anytime your screen is not showing, like I'm gonna give it a shout. Cool.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So a background color of gray. So now if you hover over it.
Yep.
Yeah. So you see it's slightly changed, right? It's very hard to tell, but it's slightly
Undo
changed.
it. Comment it out and put it back.
I'll do these three, and then so these three together are the ones that will be much more apparent to show. So that if I do that, you see that? Yeah,
I can see it. Yep.
Yeah, because then that way you can see it a lot clearer when we do that. So now, when we sort of hover over it, you get that very, very nice look and feel. Now there is a little other line that they added on the Google buttons. So this actually came directly from Google button, and it says add a linear gradient from the top to the bottom, and this is basically a gray to like a white color, and it's very subtle. Like it's so subtle to see that.
Uncommented. I mean, comment it.
So you can see here it's just like a gray, but here if you do this, it's actually.
Oh, nice! It looks like more solid.
Yeah, you see that? That's a flat button, and then this has some kind of like shine to it.
It almost looks like a little 3D button. Yeah, it's it's really subtle, but I can experience the difference.
Yeah, insane. Like small tweaks like that are going to make a difference. So we've got that in place. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say when you click this button, so on click, I'm going to say fire off the search function. So fire off the search function. And we need to obviously write the search function. So const search equals, it takes an event whenever we have an on click. And we're going to do e.prevent default. And what this will do, guys, is when you click that button, we don't want it to refresh or do anything funky. So I'm going to add that by default. And some of you guys might be wondering, that only happens in a form. We are going to be making it a form very soon. So that's why I'm going to add that now. So now, whenever Qazi types inside the search bar, so inside that middle bar, we don't capture or save the input text, right? We need to keep track of it. So in order to keep track of the input text, we're going to basically use something called state. And state essentially is how you write a variable inside of React. So here I can say const. This is the syntax for writing a piece of state, and this is a functional component. So we're using the use state hook. So we say input set input, and this is how we modify that value. And we just got another donation. Thank you, Zia Rahman.
Whoa, nice. Thank you.
Nice. Whoa, we just got $20 donation, dude.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait for it to load, bro. You're too fast on your phone. I'm
Holy
waiting.
crap.
Whoa. Dino de la Hoya. No, Dino de la Loya. Dino de la O. Thank you so much. Damn. Freaking $20 donation. And he goes,
That's insane.
thanks for the valuable content. You got it. We're going to keep banging this content out. So thank you for the love. Really appreciate you.
Yeah, that's huge, dude. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So now we're going to do, we have the search. We do e.prevent. Oh, yeah, we were setting up the state. So input, set input. And then we say use state, right? And then by default, we want that to be a blank string, because you have nothing in the input field when you start off. We need to import this, so we can go ahead and do this. So import.
Oh yeah,
from,
I'm gonna do the air horn because that's a good donation, you guys. I know it's a little delayed, but here it is.
Someone goes horn blow blow.
Hey, that's where I got it from, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. There we go. So now what we're gonna do is we are we are gonna change we're gonna map that input to the input field, right? So to do that, we say input value equals input, and what this does is it maps the input here, right? So we're saying this input in the state is going to be mapped to this input, but right now it's always going to be mapped to a blank string. But we want to basically keep track of it as Qazi types in. So in order to do that, we say on change. So on change equals on change fires off an event, right? So it fires off an event, but we can just shorthand this and say e. And then what we can say is it's an arrow function. So we can say set the input text to be whatever Qazi typed in, which is e.target.value. That's how we get that value, right? Now, what this means is, if we've done it correctly, if Qazi types now, it will just type normally, but behind the scenes, it's actually being captured in the state. So Qazi, go ahead and type in the input field. Nice.
Can I? Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's all good. That means that we've connected it correctly. If you guys get to this point and then you don't actually see the field being updated, then you haven't done the on change correctly, right? So be sure to do that correctly. Now, when we click that Google search button, how do I connect the Google search button so that whenever Qazi types in and hits the enter key, like it detects it and then actually triggers
By the
off
way,
this
real quick, Amana just joined and he goes, "Wait, what? I just joined in after an interview. Is that really Google or is it a clone?"
Nice. He just joined after an interview, dude. He's 17. He's crushing it. Holy crap.
He's
Nice.
in PWJ. He's 17, and he's got a lot of talent. Like, I'm
Yeah.
really pumped to have him on our team, dude.
Yeah, he's insane. Nice.
Damn,
Oh,
another donation. Thank you so much, Sayantan. He says, "You guys are amazing, dude. Your work inspires me a lot. Thank you for these live streams. I made some of the projects by watching these live streams. Let's get it."
Nice. Awesome.
All right,
Right.
so this is looking good. I'm liking this. Now, so input is the variable where everything I'm typing into this blah, 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 like whatever I'm typing in here, right? That's going
Yep.
straight into input.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you can use that and you're probably using that right over here in the form.
Dude, we just
Hold
got
on.
another $20 donation
What? Hold
from
on, man.
DJ Styles. Holy crap.
Damn. DJ Styles in the house. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, thank
Because you guys are dope. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, bro.
Thank you, dude. That's insane. Love that.
Damn, we're at $80. We're about to break 100 soon. This is huge. This is gonna be our like what 8th live stream if we did that.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
that's insane.
So
Holy
guys, I'm gonna get back into the explanation. I know I keep getting distracted by donations, but I can't help it. I always will appreciate it until I'm in the ground. So let's go here. So for example, so this is the input. Whatever I type gets stored in here, and then it's also being stored in here, giving it to as a value, and then you're using set input to give it the actual value, right? To store an input. You're pulling the value out of whatever I type in the form or the search bar, and then you're making sure that when that search functionality runs, you're making sure that it's actually preventing the refresh.
Yeah.
Where are you using this function? Where are you using the search function?
So this is actually connected to when we click the Google search button.
Oh, right here. My bad. Okay,
yeah.
I missed that.
But what I'm trying to do now is I'm going to show you guys a really neat trick, right? Now this trick is basically how to make it so that when you hit the enter key, when you're typing in the input field, when you hit the enter key, they will actually trigger this Google search button, right? So how do we do that with very minimal lines of code? And I'll show you, and it's very impressive when we actually do this. So to prove that this isn't working, I'm going to do a console log, and I'm going to say you hit search. You hit the search button, right? So I'm going to do this. So now, Qazi, if you go ahead and open the terminal, the inspector.
Let me go ahead and open the inspector. So I will go here, inspect, and console.
Yep, and let's refresh. And then let's type in.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So let's get out of here.
So
Sonny
type in. And then,
Sanga.
yeah, and if you hit the enter key, yeah,
I just did.
Yeah, nothing happened, right?
Nothing happened, and I can prove it to you guys by showing the keyboard. Yep. Okay.
So if you click the Google search button,
this one here, it actually says you search the button.
Right. So what we're going to do now is map it so that when Qazi hits the enter key, and I'm going to show you, it will actually submit that function. So to do that in super easy way, let's go ahead and change this div to a form, right? Which means you have to make the closing tag a form as well. And then all we have to do, guys, is make the button type the submit. And literally with that said, whoa, my God.
What is happening?
Qazi, I'm going to wait until you see that.
You and Frankie both. Whoa!
Oh my God, that's insane.
Whoa! Okay, let's go back. Damn.
Oh, crap.
On the screen. Frank says, guys, I just landed a 6-figure consulting project for Sonos. Whoa! I have
That's
Sonos!
insane. Holy crap.
This stream is over, bro. Dude, beautiful. Thank you, Frankie. That's insane. What? Look at that. Sonos, we have those speakers in I have it in my bathroom. It's insane. Those speakers are
That's crazy, dude. Holy crap.
All right,
Hired based on the Spotify clone.
Okay, he goes to make their new React and React Native radio station Wait, what am I doing? Hold on, people can't see the thing. My bad. So to make their new React and React Native radio station product, they hired me based on the Spotify clone I built using Sonny's live video on YouTube, bro.
That's insane. Holy crap.
Oh my God, bro.
6-figure consulting project. Damn, dude.
I'm so incredibly grateful for Clever Programmer team. Yo, let's get this bread, bro.
Insane. And guys, just a reminder, I was speaking to Frank on Tuesday in a coaching call. So right after we finished the WhatsApp build, I jumped straight on a coaching call and Frank was in there talking with him. So that's insane. That's so cool
Yo,
to
Sonny,
get
let's
that.
get on a call after this, bro. I got some good news to share with you, but let's get on a call after this.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God, that's crazy. Nice. So,
Anyanya says
uh,
definitely joining PWJ. Let's get it, yo. The CP gang coming in. Guys, Profit with JavaScript. Join that course. You guys already know the deal.
that's it. Love that, guys. Love that. Oh
Everybody
man.
is wishing him. Let me see if I can do this. All right. So everybody's wishing him. They're like, well done, Frank. You guys are rocking. Ananya says definitely joining PWJ. Good looking, giving back. Frank, best of luck. That's crazy, real motivation. Guys, you are making it rain, Felipe says. Little Yon says, oh shit, Sonos, really? You guys are doing a really good job. Awesome. Damn, bro, I'm too
Crazy.
hyped, man. I'm too hyped.
I know. It's
Guys,
insane. I can't believe
smash that like button, guys.
that's not
Smash
even
that
a
shit,
normal job,
smash it.
guys. Yeah, that's like a six-figure job, a six-figure and with Sonos. Sonos is such a big company. Like, oh my God.
Hey, dude, you know what we should do? We should have a counter at
Yeah.
the top. How many people have landed? How many people has Clever Programmer
Yeah.
helped land jobs? We should have a counter at the top. I want to get to 5,000 this year, 5,000. And then next year, I want us to get to 10,000 people getting jobs.
Yeah, because honestly, the amount of people, especially in like coaching calls or in live streams that say they landed a job, like 100% we should keep track of that. That'd be
Yes.
awesome. Yeah.
I think that would be amazing if we did that. I'm
Yeah.
pumped. Yeah, I definitely want to add a lot of those things in here. Super, super legit. And let's get back into the training.
Nice. This is crazy, right? So we changed the outer div into a form, right? So a form and the class name was search. And what we're going to do now is that we change the button type, the one that we want to trigger when we have the enter key here. We change that type to submit. So now, Kazi, if you type, I think you might need to refresh, but if you type, and what I'm going to do is also I'm going to say you hit the search button, and I'm also going to show what the input was at that point. So let's go ahead and do this. One sec. Let me go ahead and save this. There we go. Now if you refresh,
All right, I'm going to refresh. Dope.
right. So now if you type in and then you hit the enter key, so type in some stuff.
I see it. Oh, it says you hit the search button and it pulled out what I said, which is Elon Musk. Dude,
Yeah.
we were looking at your code, right? I just want to make sure we're following you properly. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we changed to get that working, guys. All we did was change the outer div to a form and change the button that we want to trigger on the enter key to type submit. That's insane. Like if a lot of people end up doing this hacky way of listening to when the enter key is pressed, don't do any of that. Just do this simple trick, and that will save you so much headache.
Wait, what's the trick? Type submit.
So you change the div that you're in to a form, so all the children are part of the form, and then you change the button type of the thing that you want to sort of submit. So if we click that button, it will launch the search function, right?
Got
But
it.
if you make the button type submit, it also means when you're in any input field inside of that form and you hit the enter key, it will submit this button, which means it basically triggers the on click.
Got it. Now, why? I don't want to go too much down a rabbit hole, but why do we have to make the entire thing? Oh, because this whole thing is a form. You want this entire input to act like a form.
Yeah, I want
Got
the
it.
entire input.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Yep. So even so our input field is actually kind of a custom input field at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So so that's how you do it, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
Nice. So at that point, guys, what we're gonna do is I'm basically gonna say, do something with the input, right? So we're gonna come back to this point. So I'm gonna say come back and fix basically at this point, right? And then what we're gonna do is here I'm gonna say so we're actually going to use React Router gives us something called history, right? So in order to get the history, I'm going to explain what this is, but we pretty much need to import the history, and I'll explain all of this in a sec. So use history. This is a hook, and this provides us with the browser's history, right? So what it does is what we can say at this point is when you hit the search button, let's go ahead and take you. So we're saying push this page into your history. So it's essentially redirecting you, right? So push this page, and then we're pushing you to the search page, right? So we're pushing you to the search page. Now remember, at app.js, we said if you go to the search page, it renders this out, right? Which means that now, Qazi, if you refresh.
All right, let's go ahead and refresh here.
Yeah. Refresh, and you type in something into that search bar.
Why isn't it showing up? Okay, there we go. Yep.
Yeah. So type something in, and then you hit the enter key.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so now it's actually routing me to the search page, and this is where you're gonna build the actual search page that's gonna have all the results, I imagine. So
Exactly.
like result 1, result 2, result 3, the little like bar at the top.
Yeah, exactly. But let's go back now. So let's go back to /. So I'm going to make this component reusable now. So I'm going to make I'm going to slightly modify this component so that we can use it in other places, right? So in the next page, on the results page, we want that search bar, but we don't want the buttons. We don't want the Google search and I'm feeling lucky buttons. So what I can do is inside of search, I can basically go ahead, and this is where we pass in something called props, right? So I can actually pass a prop in called hide buttons, right? Hide buttons, and by default, that value is false. So if we don't pass anything in, I'm going to just assume it's false, right? And then what I can say is, I can say, right, this is where the buttons are getting rendered. So I can say, if we don't pass the option to hide the buttons, then I will render out this. This is called a ternary. Yeah, it's called ternary operator. So you can go, then I can go ahead and do this, right? So then I can show the buttons. Otherwise, I can go ahead and show the same thing, right? I can show the same thing, but I want to hide the buttons, right? So here, very important thing now. The buttons here, in order to get the enter functionality, you still need to render the button, but you just have to hide it in a very clever way. Okay, so the way we do that now is, I will show you. So the way we do that is we pretty much go ahead and do search buttons hidden like this. Sorry, we just do button type. I can go ahead and give the a class name to this button. So I can go ahead and give these buttons a class name. And I can say class name buttons hidden. And then what I'm going to do is, to hide it, but keep its functionality, I can go ahead and do this. I can say search buttons hidden. And I can say display none important. Like this, right? And what this will do is, you see now, if I go ahead and where we render that, if I go ahead and do the following, if I say hide buttons, you'll see on the right hand side, the buttons should disappear. So Qazi, check this one out.
Yep.
This is quite a cool sort of reusability trait. So now you see what we did is, if we go inside, so you see at the bottom, it says hide buttons.
Yep.
Right. I'm passing this prop in. So if I don't hide the buttons, then and I save it.
Oh, damn.
This. Yeah. And then if I hide the buttons.
Oh, nice. So you can, okay, that's sick. So you can use that search bar in the search, that bar that you created. You can use it in the search page and remove the Google search and I'm feeling lucky buttons and then just be good to go.
Exactly. But if we refresh it, you'll see that it actually does work, right? So it actually works. And even if you type something in and hit the enter key, so let's go ahead and type something in and hit the enter key. You see, it still worked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even without the buttons present, because the buttons are actually there on the DOM, so they're actually there on the web page.
Yep.
But we're choosing to display none. So we're actually hiding them, right?
Wow.
So that's a really cool, important point, and we do. Yeah.
That's pretty clean. Like, and then the ternary operator that you're using basically just goes, if the hide buttons prop is passed, use this class, that class displays none.
Exactly.
Damn, boy.
Really clean. Yeah. Really, really clean. And what we could do is, this could actually be, you could actually make this a quite easy, like a quite neat You can actually clean a lot of this up by putting it all inside of here. So you can actually say class name. But I mean, we'll leave it as this because this is very explicit. You can actually see what's going on. But yeah, you could make this even cleaner. So what we're going to do at this point is we have done the search component, right? So we actually finished the search component. So we have the search component down. Now what we want to do is whenever we essentially type something in the search field and we go to the search page, we want to essentially push this search term into the data layer, right? We want to push this into the data layer so that we can use it in the search page, right? Now, the reason why you could do this in a number of ways, you could use this, you could also use React Router to do this and pass the search term, but it's always cool to show you guys how to use a sort of, when I say the data layer, I'm referring to the React Context API. Yeah, so the React Context API is essentially where you can push information into it and you can pull information into it, and it doesn't matter where you are inside of your app, right? So it's essentially the Redux pattern. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to set up the data layer, and I'm going to do it pretty fast. And the reason why we're going to do it pretty fast is because we actually have an amazing little snippet where we explain how to use the entire React Context API, which we actually uploaded very recently, which you can go out and check out after this if you get confused. So let's go ahead and do the following. So we need to introduce a few things here. So inside of index.js, we need to go ahead and do the following. So this is our app. We essentially need to wrap it in something called a state provider, right? So what this is going to do is essentially going to provide a data layer around our app, right? So it's going to provide a data layer around our app, and our app's going to break because it doesn't know what we're talking about here. It's saying, hang on, but you don't have a state provider. What is that? So what we need to do is go ahead and create a file called state provider.js, right? And inside of here, I'm going to basically drop a snippet of code, right? And I'm going to explain each of the lines. And like I said, guys, at this point, if you get confused, then remember we dropped a video which we explained the entire thing in a lot more detail about how you use the React Context API, right? But I'll explain it right here in detail so that anyone watching can actually follow along. So this is just importing the required dependencies. This right here is basically preparing what we like to call the data layer. So I refer to it as the data layer, so it's actually easy to understand. But this is essentially preparing the data layer, right? And then this right here is what we call a higher order component. So you see it says state context and then children. Now the children that it's referring to is this. So the app, right? The app is essentially the children that we're referring to here. And then we pass two things. We pass a reducer and initial state. A reducer and initial state you can see here. I'll explain what they are in a second, but essentially the initial state is what that data layer looks like when the app is loaded, right? The reducer is something which is clever and it listens to changes that will be needed from data layer. Now this is a hook. So this is a hook. This is a hook which allows us to pull information from the data layer. Right? So this is a hook which allows us to pull information from the data layer. So with all of this information, so this is, again, this is just one of those pieces of code which is it's like a snippet of code which is going to allow you to actually set everything up so quick and easily, right? So make sure you do go ahead and check out that video that we talked about, that we dropped, and it's all about how you can pretty much understand the Redux pattern and understand the React Context API. But I'm going to show you the next thing that we need, and we need the initial state and the reducer, and all of this is going to live in a file called reducer.js. It's lowercase because it's not a component. So now we're inside of reducer.js. So inside of here, we're going to have a few things. The first thing is we're going to have an initial state. An initial state, this is essentially what does the data layer look like? And you can notice it's an object, right? And all we have inside this object is a term. And in the beginning, the term is no, right? But when we sort of add in, so when you type in like Elon Musk, you want this to change to something like this, Elon Musk, right? So this is where the data is going to live inside of initial state, right? But initial state is essentially what it looks like when the app first loads. Then we have something interesting called action types. Now here, whenever we want to change the data layer, we need to dispatch an action. So imagine like if you whenever Qazi types in the input field and hits the enter key, I want to basically dispatch an action which says go ahead and change or set the search term, right? So this is what the action type is, right? So this is very important. This is what the action type is. And here we're just using set search term as our action type. Now, to get all of this working, we have one final piece of magic that goes along with everything, and this is the reducer, okay? So this is the final bit, and once we're done with this, yeah, everything will come together, okay? So stick with me here. So this is the final bit. We have a reducer. The state is the state of the data layer, and the action is whatever we're dispatching into the data layer, so into the context API, right? I like to add a console log here for debugging purposes. So that way, whenever we do any manipulation to the data layer, it will change. It will actually log out the action that we dispatched. Right now, what we do is inside the data layer. So the reducer's job is to listen for any dispatched actions. That's all it does. If we don't know what the dispatched action is, it just returns the initial, whatever the state currently was. But say, for example, if we know what it is, so say, for example, if I dispatched an action called set search term, like this one, it's going to return what the new data layer should look like. So this is saying return whatever the state currently looks like. So this is called a spread operator. And then also change the term inside of the data layer with whatever action term you dispatched, right? So again, this will all make a lot of sense once we actually come into practice and once we actually show you how this works. And again, just to reiterate, this is actually really broken down nicely and in a visual representation in one of the videos that we dropped previously. And it says, I think it's the missing explanation to the React Context API or / Redux. So make sure you go and check that out. Qazi, somebody said, you guys, do you guys sell hoodies? we should sell hoodies.
Actually should.
Yeah, we should make some Clever Programmer hoodies. That'd be nice. Yeah, I would totally cop me a Clever Programmer hoodie. Yeah, 100%. We should
I
do
think
that.
would be dope. If somebody's good at that stuff, designing hoodies and designing shirts, and you also know about how things like Teespring works, just design it, reach out to us on Instagram, like DM me, and then we can have a conversation, because that's something we want to launch. We want to actually have a merch. And so if you just DM me and you show me this stuff, then we can actually like talk and make it kind of go live. That'd be really, really dope.
That'd be awesome. Nice. So we've set up the reducer, and now what we're going to do is to use this. It's quite simple to actually. So that was the hard part, guys. That was the hardest part of the build, right? Setting up this stuff. And again, we have a video which runs you through the entire thing. So I recommend you go and check that out. So we need to import some of the dependencies here. So I'm going to import the reducer and the initial state from that reducer file, and import the state provider from that magic state provider file that we created earlier. And you shouldn't have any errors when you get to this point. So you should see the app continues to work as we expected to. But now what we've done is we've essentially wrapped the app inside of a data layer, so we can push information into this data layer whenever we want. So the search term, for example, and then we can also pull that data whenever we need to, right? So now let's go back into search. And here, what we do is to get that information, remember that hook that we built inside of here. So this one, use state value, right? We're going to go ahead and use that now inside of the search.js. So let's go here and go to search.js over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and say this. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this line in. And basically, we need to import the state value. So that hook that I just showed you, we need to import that. And what we're doing here is it gives us two things. It gives us the state, so whatever the data layer looks like, and a dispatch. And this is like a gun that allows us to shoot actions into the data layer so that we can change it, right? So here, what I'm going to say is break apart the state and give me the search term. But in this case, we don't need it right now, so I can just leave this blank. All I need is the dispatch. So whenever we type in the search field, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dispatch. Right, I'm going to dispatch an action, and the type of that action. So I need to import the action types from the reducer. So this was this thing right here. I need to import that, so we have those. I need to say dispatch a type of action, and the type of the action is going to be action types.set search term. right? And you can do it as a loose string, but the reason why we do an object is so that they match perfectly from here to here. So if we use an object, we don't actually make any string mistakes. So that's why I do action types dot set search term. And then remember inside the reducer, here we had term, and then we actually changed the term inside the state with this action dot term, right? So the action dot term that we're talking about is here. So term. So if I pass in ABC, it's going to be ABC. But remember, we actually track the input up here, right? So we want the term to be whatever the input was, because that makes sense, right? That makes a lot of sense. We just got another donation. Thank you, RB Gaming Squad. He says, "Good work, guys. Love your videos. Give some project ideas on React." Awesome, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now what this does is it dispatches an action. So not only are we going to push the user to the search page, but now we've pushed them to the search page, and we've also said, here, put the search term inside the data layer, right? And then what that allows us to do then is inside the search component, we can now pull the search term that they had when they were at the home page in that Google input field. So with that said, Qazi, let's go ahead and refresh. Why is this freaking out? It's saying use state.
Attempted to
Oh yeah,
import.
there we go.
Nice.
Yeah. So now let's go back to /.
Yep.
Oh, somebody said update the title. Yeah, we I guess we
Oh.
still are doing the search term, but yeah, we basically just set up the React Context API. Yeah.
I mean,
so
I guess
we
the
should.
whole freaking thing is a Google search, you know? Like, we're building Google search.
Yeah.
I feel like we're never going to change that. We might as well just change it.
Yeah. So now.
What functionality are we building?
So now what we're doing is we just set up the React Context API, but we're going to be moving to building the search page.
Okay, yeah, that's really good. Build search page.
Yeah.
Search results page, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I think
Nice.
that is I think that's clean. Like, that looks really good. I'm just gonna put a little there.
Yeah.
That's official sound
Nice.
of we're on to the new stuff.
Awesome. So Steve McCarthy says also somebody has to keep an eye on Sonny. I'm not sure what he means. But anyway, so now, yeah. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to go ahead and test this. So Kazi, if you type in something like let's type in this is a Google clone inside the input field.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And now if you hit enter, we should redirect and we should see that it dispatched an action. So you see that?
Whoa. Yep. Set search term
So,
to Google clone.
yeah. So that means that now we actually updated the term inside of our data layer to Google clone, which means inside this component now, inside the search component, we should be able to pull it, right? We should be able to pull it. So how do we do that? Let's go ahead and go to our home.js. Let's go to your app.js. This is the search page that we see at the moment. This is a search page, but this is useless.
Mm-hmm.
We want to see a search page component. We want to see something like this. Yeah. This is the search page, right? So let's go ahead and create that component. So I'm going to go ahead and do search page.js. And then once that loads up, I'm going to do RFCE. So RFCE. And boom, like this.
By the way,
And
I just
then
want to
here-
share. I just want to share something. So I dropped it in our PWJ community. That Frank just landed $100,000 a year consulting project at Sonos to build their new React radio station product with React and React Native. And then David Jonathan, who was actually on these live streams, if you remember.
Yeah.
He's now in PWJ, and he's like, congrats, Frank. Really excited for you, my friend. Soren, who's awesome. And then Devin Gray, who also was on these live streams, goes, that's dope, especially because I hate their current radio station apps. Please fix it so I can enjoy it. Sonos soon.
Hey.
Sonos again. And then Frank, the person who actually got this win, he goes, I'm so excited to share this win with the entire community. Damn, that's amazing, dude. It makes me so happy.
Insane.
Guys,
Yeah,
like
it's
the
honestly
video for
insane.
Frank.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, like it's really like a no-brainer when you see that kind of stuff. Like the course, whatever the course costs, Frank just made six figures inside
And
of that.
right, and literally, and I shared this too with everybody. Like 2 weeks before that, Jen got an offer for 96K a year
Yeah,
based on the COVID tracker project. So these are, like I said here, these projects that we're showing you are as real world as it gets.
yeah. And like truth be told, like what we're offering the course for at the moment is hugely underpriced. Like we will be
Oh,
pushing the price
stupid.
up soon.
Like
So
it should
guys,
be
like
5,000 to
yeah,
10,000, like, coding boot camps, but we are offering it in a way where more people can actually join it.
exactly, exactly. So like guys, like jump in while you got a chance because it will go up eventually, and because I mean like it's
The
so much
price is
value.
actually
It's
like the
actually crazy.
price is guaranteed. It already went up, and now it's gonna go up again when we do the React challenge in 1 to 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, exactly. And also, if you're pumped about that, drop a thumbs up. Nice, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So now we're gonna add a class name for BEM. So we're gonna say class search page. Let's carry on, guys. So let's go ahead and do import search page dot css over here. I'm gonna go ahead and create that page. So search page dot css, search page dot css over here, and we should
Maribon
go
says,
into.
Sonny, if you get to 2K likes, I'll buy you dinner tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Let's, let's go, guys. Oh man,
Nice.
that's so funny. You heard it here first, guys. Get me
What?
those 500 likes.
Yeah. What if like that was your biggest driver,
I
like
know, right?
just getting free
Yeah,
dinner?
honestly, just buy
I'll
me
do
food and
anything. I'll do anything.
I- I'll code in PHP for God's sake. Let's go.
He's just on the streets, like homeless bum, coding in PHP, building out clones.
Oh man, let's go. So we got the search page. And now inside the search, okay, so the search page is one of the most sort of like fun components to build, and we'll go through it and we'll break it down bit by bit. But basically, it consists of a bunch of different sections. So we'll stick to the way we do things typically, and the search page currently has a header. So let's go ahead and add that. So we've got a div with a class name of search page. This is search page underscore header like this. And I don't know why it does that, but there we go. So we got this, right? So we've got the header at the top of the search page, and then we have the search results underneath it, right? So the search results are going to be essentially underneath it here. So we have the header and we have the results. So two sections inside of here. Like this, right? We've got the header and the results. And what we can do, guys, to test this out and to have a little bit of fun, remember, we just pushed a value into the data layer. So let's go ahead and actually check if that value came through. So remember I said that whenever we grab a value from the data layer, it gives us the state and the dispatch, right? So what I can do is firstly, I need to go ahead and import the state value hook. So use state value like this. And here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to destructure the state and say, get me the search term, which we put inside the state. And now what I'm going to do is just to test if this works, I'm going to say render a H1 tag with that search term inside of it if it exists, right? So this should be correct like this. And then here. So now if I go ahead and so it says search page is not defined. So now if we go to home.js and we go here, search page inside of home.
Hey, Ananya says, he goes, Qazi, I will be joining PWJ in a few hours. Awesome. Once you're in
Nice.
there, I will know you're in there in Slack. Just give a shout out and tag me, and I'm going to respond to you. And then tomorrow, live stream, will definitely show that you have joined it. I think that's going to be epic.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be awesome. Search page like this. What? What happened?
No, that's fine. Yeah, I'm good.
So if we save this now, we should see is
It's
inside
just
of search
Hajera. I
page.
think Hajera in the YouTube comments will know what I'm talking about, and maybe like one or two people might, but I'm not gonna say anything. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Right. So now if I save it, what we should have Yeah, it says module. Okay, yeah. Somebody actually pointed that out before, so I saw that. Thank you guys. So if I do that now, so Kazi, if you want to go to the forward slash, so let's go back to the forward slash. Yeah. And now let's go ahead and type in like any search term here. So be Tesla stock or something like that. Nice. You're muted, Kazi.
For a while. Okay. All right. So
Yep.
I basically said a Robinhood app. I mean, that's not that interesting anymore. And I said, I love that you're actually pulling the search term, man, and showing it on the screen. Now we're
Yeah.
actually able to get the search and actually query it. And I'm sure the part that's coming up soon is going to be the Google search API.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So guys,
Oh, dude, Frank, this is awesome. Frank just said, I can make, hold up. I'm getting, Hajiro's like, I know, right? All right. Frank basically says, I can make the Shopify site for the CP shirts and hoodies. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Frank, actually, that would be really dope. Would love to like share it with everybody.
What's that? I can make the shop. Oh, nice. Can he? Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Awesome. So we've got the Robinhood app being pulled through. So the search term gets pulled through now, which is nice, right? Now, obviously, what we want to do at this point is we just want to kind of run a search on that, right? So I want to actually go ahead and connect to Google and run a search on it, right? So what do we need to do in order to get that working? So firstly, we actually need a key. So we're going to be using something called the custom search API. So Kazi, if you go ahead and go over to this link right now, so I'm going to drop it inside of here. So
I
you
see it. Got it.
Yeah, so let's go to that link.
Command T, Command V, enter, by the way, guys. All of you guys should be doing that.
Exactly.
People move way too slowly on their computers.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh, Kareem Dekuri just said, Kazi, how do I join PWJ? Link in the description. You can actually go ahead and check it out, and there will be a link where you can actually go ahead and.
Here's how you can join it: cleverprogrammer.com/PWJ. That's it.
Yeah.
And then you go here, watch that badass video we have. It's going to give you exactly what you're going to get inside of this program. And then, you know, once you like it, just jump in. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's keep going.
Yeah. We also have a free training in the description, guys. So there's a link to the program and the free training in the description. Make sure you check that out.
Yep.
Awesome.
So I'm here.
So, yep. So now you're here. So if you go down to,
let me go to dark mode, bro. All right.
So go down, and it should say at some point, go back up. Sorry. So you actually need. Where is it? It was in this page. So let me go ahead and find this.
What are you looking for?
So basically, we need to get a API key. So what you want to do is click on that. Okay, yeah. So click on the identify your application. So go up to the top. So you see where it says identify.
I got it.
So you're gonna click on that, guys.
Get
you're
a
gonna
key?
go to this link. Yeah, click on get a key. So this is the custom search API.
Should I hide the screen?
To get a key. Yeah. So you wanna hide the screen. Yeah.
I'm hiding the screen.
Yeah. So at this point, so you could probably show this bit, Kazi, but don't click next. Yeah.
All right. So I'll show this bit right over here. API. Okay. So let me actually switch to my other account real quick. And now, give me 1 second, you guys. Now I'm gonna click get a key. All right. And here, to create a project, I'll choose the project that we're creating right now. Yeah, the Google clone.
Yep. And don't click next once you've done that, but click on the Google clone.
Now I'm going to click next. I'm gonna click. All right. I'll hide my screen. Next.
Yeah. So you're gonna hide your screen and then click next. And then what will happen here, guys, is you will get an API key. right? So you want to save this key. And the reason why we're not showing you guys the key is because you have a free limit of 100 queries a day, right? Which is enough for a portfolio, but we don't want to like it's just oh, that's nice, dude.
Come on, bro. Your boy is clean. Guys, your key will look like this. You know,
Holy crap, I didn't know you could do that.
doing a little bit of live editing.
Yeah.
So that's what that page should look like, by the way. I'm just hiding mine.
Yeah. Yeah, hide it before you click save and copy URL.
Cool. All right. So
Yeah.
now what are we doing, Sonny? What do I do with that
So
key? I got
now,
it.
awesome. So once you have that key, guys, what you're going to do is let's go ahead and create a keys.js file. So I'm going to go ahead and create a keys.js file, okay? Like this. Yeah. And what I'm going to do here is I'm basically going to
hold on. We're not looking at anything you're doing, bro. 1 second.
Oh yeah. So I just created a keys.js file.
I see it.
Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give me 1 sec. Let's go ahead and do the following. So you want to write the following inside of there. So export const, right? So export const API key, and then equals your API key, right? And then export default API key. So this is going to allow you to essentially put that value here and then use the API key throughout your app, right? So at this point, what we're going to do is I'm going to leave this screen. And then I'm going to ask Qazi to replace this on his key. Actually, unfollow me, Qazi, for a sec.
Bro. Do you want me to create like an end file and then pop it in there?
No, we can do M files, but I think for this build, we'll do it this way because they won't see this.
Are you're gonna remember never to go into that file?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it, bro. I'm ready. Let's go. Hey, I just pasted it. Nobody can see.
Oh wait. Okay.
Nobody
okay.
can see anything, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, holy shit.
Hey, your boy is smooth. All right,
Nice.
let's go.
So now I'm out of that.
This is
file,
like this
and I'm-
takes development to a whole another level. Like you gotta actually add in some hand-eye coordination, like mobility tech.
Yeah.
Just
Exactly.
all right, cool.
So you want to basically you want to hide that, so because you want to close that file just in case.
Okay, I just saved it. I'm closed out of it. All right.
Okay. So now we have access to our API key, right? So whenever we are, we can access to it. So I think you might need to follow me again after that stuff.
Somebody X Loss says, Qazi, you looking sexy, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. John James Valencia Cardona says 1 click away and you're busted. Man. Yeah.
Nice.
It's all good, you know. I like to be smooth like that.
We like to live on the edge, guys.
Yeah.
Nice. So with that, what we're gonna do now is go ahead and we're gonna create a custom hook, right? So we've never done this before.
Damn, we're at $184 in super chats today, dude. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I mean, we might even break 200 today, but you know, let's keep going.
Insane. So guys, what we're gonna do now is we are gonna go over to. So in order to actually use the Google search sort of search API, you actually have to do one more step, right? So you have to go ahead and go over to this link, Qazi. So this one here is cse.google.com/CSE create new. So click that one.
Okay, I can show that on the computer, right?
Yeah. This stuff we can share.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
because even if they have this, they
I
can't
hate
use it.
how
So now,
nothing in Google is responsive. Like, look at that.
yeah, it's super corporate. Like, Firebase was actually, Frank told me this. Firebase was a startup company, and I remember because I actually followed them when they were a startup before
Homie.
they got acquired by Google. Yeah.
Quick question.
Yep.
So should it be all under the same email, or does it not matter? Because this is a different email I'm looking at right now than, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Let's make it the same. Let's just so because we ran into some stuff on the live, but let's change it. Yeah.
I mean, I want to change it, but it's kind of not allowing me to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even give me the option right here if you're seeing that.
Click sign out.
Okay. God, I hate doing that. Okay. Like my whole
Yeah, I know.
syncing is paused and my entire bookmarks. Oh my God, what are you doing to me, bro? You know
And click
what? You know
continue.
what? Hold on, hold on. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stay logged in.
Oh, do on incognito maybe.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Or
say I'm gonna do it incognito. Cause your approach is too costly. All right, here we go. Create new. Let's open up incognito. Paste. Boom. Here we go. I'm gonna type in my email. Okay, that should be good to go in a second. Okay, it's asking me to verify on my phone.
nice. And guys, if you're enjoying this and you found like it quite valuable, whether it be like the React Context API, whether it be like this stuff, what we're doing right now, just literally all we ask is you smash the thumbs up button,
Oh
and that
man,
will help get this video out to as many people as we possibly can.
I wish there were more hurdles for me to jump over to get to this page, but all right, what do we do now?
Now what we're going to do is we're going to type in www.google.com. So
Ooh.
google.com. And then what we're going to do is we'll just name this one Google, click create, but we're not done there because they don't make it that easy. This is kind of like AWS.
Mm.
So you want to basically go to edit search engine
What? Where?
on the left, on the left.
Uh-huh.
So, yep. And then click on setup. Yep. And here you see where it says, so let's go down. Down and then search the entire web. Click toggle that.
Oh
Yep.
wow.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. And what's it called? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up. Let's go up to search engine ID. So you see where it says search engine ID. You just want to grab that ID.
Got it.
Yeah. And let's just let's paste that inside. So keep hold of that for now. Yeah. So guys, you're gonna need that. So keep hold of that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a file called use Google search. Right. Use Google search.js. So anything that has use in front of it is a
There's a
hook.
hook.
Right. So yeah.
Hey, 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 come on, bro.
Exactly, it's a hook. So here I'm going to say RFCE, so like this, and I'm actually going to go ahead and change a few things. I'm going to say cons, so I want this to be an ES6 function. It doesn't make a difference, but it's going to be super clean.
Wait, are we still live? Okay, we
Yeah,
should still be live. Okay, it says my chat is disconnected, so I'm just gonna refresh. Hopefully, um, hopefully everything. Keep going, Sonny, and then
yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
checking
yeah, yeah.
here. Okay.
No worries. So now where we have used Google search, I'm going to go ahead and it's not, we don't need any of this stuff because it's not actually like a component like that as such. But what we do need is we don't even need to import React because it's actually, we need use state and use effect. So I'm going to import those two things. And then I'm going to import the API key that we just sort of set up earlier from our keys. So I'm going to import that key from our keys. And then what I'm going to do is save it. Oh, Kazi, can you see I can't see my code on your screen.
Um, okay. Let me. Wait, why is that? I'm
Oh,
following
there we
you.
go. Back. Yep. We're back now. We're back. Yep.
Yeah.
So now where it says use Google search, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to basically go ahead and put in the context key over here. So I'm going to make a context key. And then Kazi, if you want to replace this key with, so this one right here, replace that with our key that we just had.
Got it. Let me do that. Boom. Done.
Yeah, so you're going to need this context key, and that basically tells Google which search engine to use. So the one that we just created, which searches the entire web, that's the one that we want. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a piece of state. So this is how you use it. This is how you make a custom hook, right? So here what we're going to do is this hook is going to have its own piece of state called data, right? It's going to have its own piece of state called data, right? So like it's just like a functional component does, it's going to have its own. And this hook, whenever we use it, has a use effect, right? So whenever we use this hook, it's going to fire off a use effect. And this use effect is dependent on term. So term here right now. So what we're saying is whenever, and term we pass in, by the way, we pass term as a value inside the hook. So what we're doing here is we're saying we pass in term to this inside of this hook, and then whenever term changes, we're going to fire off this code inside of here. Okay, it's essentially what we're saying. Now we need to do an async fetch, right? So some kind of function
Sonny,
needs to
real
be written.
quick. Sonny, real
Yep.
quick. Do I need this open any longer? This here.
No,
Okay.
we can
I
have
mean,
local, yeah.
I'm just gonna keep it there, like accessible anyway, and then
Yep.
let's go to our local host. Now, what you're explaining about this term, what you mean by this is the term is gonna be whatever somebody types in here.
Yes. Yep.
Is that right, or am I making that up?
No, that's correct. Yeah, because remember what we do is we type it in there, then we dispatch it into the data layer. So it's now
Yep.
sitting in the data layer. And then in the search page, what we're going to be doing is pulling that term, and we're just going to be.
this is a data layer variable.
So this will be the data. This will be a data layer variable. Yes.
Got it. Okay, so data layer. And then whenever this changes is when we want this use effect to be called, this hook to be called,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So for example, if we not only typed in a new search, not only did we hit enter on this new search, but we passed it to our data layer. Our data layer got a new term like Elon Musk or whatever, and then
Yep.
it fires this use effect, and this use effect basically will get all the search results using the Google,
Yep.
right, and then take you to the search results page.
So it doesn't take you to the search results,
But it'll
page
get
here,
the
but
search results.
Yeah, this is responsible for getting the search.
So when
results,
you
yeah.
get the search results, are we putting that in the data layer as well? Where are we putting the results when we get them?
No. So this is actually a hook, which means that
Yep.
so imagine inside of so this will return some data. So you see
Got
here,
it.
returns, and
Let
then
me
what
think.
happens is we pretty much will use it like this. We'll say
Got
const
it.
data equals use Google
Okay.
search.
Okay, got it. So it'll
Yeah.
return the data, and then we have access to it, and then we just display it on the page. Okay, beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a really clean hook. Like this is, I was quite proud of him when I read this today. Like it's a really, really nice hook, and it's super clean. Like the end result is really nice. So, what we do is here we need to we want to do some kind of async fetch inside of an use effect. And now whenever you have an async async function or async any action inside a use effect, you have to make a function. So for example, here I do const fetch data. And this is going to be an async function, right? So it's an async function, and what we're saying is, we're saying fetch, right? And then we're going to put the URL. So I'm going to use backticks because I'm going to do string interpolation, and I'm basically going to go ahead and pop in the following. So this is the URL you guys are going to need, right? So this is the URL that you guys are going to need. So you can pretty much pause the video, copy it, do what you got to do. And this is the endpoint that connects to Google's custom search API. And what happens is we pass in a key, right? We pass in a context, which is the search engine, this CX, and this takes the context key that we just put up the top. And it takes a term. So this is Q stands for query, and this is the term that we pass in, right? So because we set everything up, what we can say is make the response when you get back a response. So when you get the response back, go ahead and change the response into a response.json. So basically get the JSON from the response, right? And this shouldn't be capitals. It should be like this. So I'm going to make this very clear. I'm going to say response.
Hey,
Right?
let's go. You don't need Maribon to buy you dinner anymore. Frank says, Sonny and Qazi would love to send you guys an Uber Eats credit as a little thank you for helping me land a Sonos gig. Let's go.
Oh my
I can
God,
eat
that's
tonight.
That's so dope. Thank you, dude. That's insane.
Thank you, bro. I
Oh
appreciate
man, I love
that.
Frank. Yeah, Frank's insane. Thank you,
Yeah.
dude. Right, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to, so we said when we get the response back, we want to say change the response to get the JSON from the response, and then what we're gonna do is once we do that, You can chain thens up, by the way, guys. So you can actually chain them up. So we're going to say then whatever the result is, so that JSON that you're talking about, we're going to basically set that. We're going to set the data to that result, right? So this is very interesting what we're doing here. We're saying the data, the piece of state that is part inside of this hook, right? We're setting that data, right? And then what we're doing is we need to execute that function. So we're saying fetch data. So this is actually a custom hook. So this entire thing is a custom hook. This is an example of like you have use state, use effect, use everything, whatever you want to do. This is an example of a use Google search. We just created a custom hook. Okay. And like the power of this is insane because what we're doing at the end is we're saying return data as an object, right?
It returns an object. Okay, got it.
Yes, it returns an object, yeah. So now what we can do is we can actually go ahead and test this. So we can go ahead and do this. We can say go back to your search page and we can say const data. So whatever's returned as an object like we saw, use Google search like this, right? And remember Google search took a term, right? So it took some kind of term and that term we're pulling from the data layer, right? So that's going to be, it's by default, it's going to do this, right? So now what we can say is, we can say, I need to import the use Google search. So let's go ahead and do that. So use Google search. Let's go ahead and import that from the top. Yeah, nice. And now,
wait, hold on.
what I'm going to do is,
where did you import it?
At the top. Oh, wait.
How come I don't see it?
Oh, it's gone out of sync. One sec.
Okay, so you fixed that. I'm gonna highlight this comment. This is a good comment by Frank.
He says, it's coming.
A good idea is to start with fetch since you don't need external dependencies, and I recommend that as well. Once you start getting more familiar, you guys can use Axios as a powerful upgrade. So that's what I would recommend for you guys. Like use Axios later. Just first do it like this. And here is the import use Google search from use Google search.
Yeah, exactly. So I agree with what Frank said. So you want to actually use fetch first because it just keeps everything clean. Axios is something really good though once you sort of get used to it and you get used to how it works. So we have this const data equals use Google search term, right? So now what we're going to do is just to test this as well. So I'm going to console log the data, right? So my snippets are working. Console log data like this, right? Now if I save this. Go ahead and save this. Right, so Qazi, if you want to type in like Tesla, for example, right?
Yeah.
So now, before you don't hit insane, don't hit enter yet.
What the hell?
I don't know
where
why.
did you get that from? Don't
so
hit insane.
Something popped up and it was like insane content. It was like a notification.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So something popped up and I kind of was like, don't hit. But here, don't hit enter yet. Type in like Tesla or something.
Got it. So let's go to Tesla. Oh, don't hit enter yet, you said, right?
Oh, that's fine. So okay. So let's clear the search. So let's clear the sort of inspector. No. So go back. So go back to /
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. So now let's type in Tesla. Yeah. And what we do now is when we hit enter, a few things are going to happen, right? We're going to hit enter. It's going to redirect us to the / search page, right? Then what's going to happen is it's going to push Tesla, the search term, into the data layer, right? It's going to push that into the data layer. Once that's in the data layer, you can see in search page, we pull it by using use state value. So now we have that search term. And then we use our custom hook that we created called use Google search. We pass that term and then we extract that will end up making a call to the Google custom search API. And then we return the data as an object, right? So it's a super, super clean implementation of this. Now, Qazi, if you want to go ahead and hit enter.
Hit enter now. Boom.
Yep. So hit enter. And if you see, it passed. So let's go ahead and click that there. So this entire response is from Google now. So let's go ahead and click items.
Hold on. My face is blocking a lot of stuff. Yo, damn. Tejas just donated 100
Thank
rupees.
you.
Thank you so
Nice.
much for that. It's crazy because yeah, earlier it got wild in there and I booted him out of chat because I got like, I'm like, man, I don't like the vibes here. But then he explained that he was following our content and been viewing it, and I was like, oh, okay. And then he came from another account, so
Nice.
and thank you for the donation. I really appreciate that. So what I'm
Nice.
gonna do is I'm blocking it a little bit right now. So let's go like this, and I think I'll make it even bigger so everybody can really see it clearly. And this is
Yeah.
what we're getting back, you guys.
Yeah, so let's click on the items drop down. So that's the one that will show us some interesting stuff. So we search for Tesla, right? So let's go ahead and click on the first item in the array.
Okay, so let's go ahead and click it. So when you say first item, you mean zeroth item.
Yeah, 0.
Okay, got it. Not trying to be a
And then you can
dick,
see,
but
look, it's got like some it's got like some Tesla stuff inside there, right? So you can see
yep.
that's actually returning a search term, like a search result, which and it has a bunch of information
Oh,
about it.
wow. Even the display link, teslatheband.com. The first one is
Yeah,
tesla.com. That would make sense.
yeah. So it's actually going ahead
Damn.
searching. It's using Google to actually go ahead and do this, right? So remember, don't spam this because you're gonna have 100 limit. I think it's 100 limit, free limit a day, and then you can pretty much put a card on, and then you can, if you want to pay for it, you have a huge limit after that for like $5. But I would say stick to the free quota, and I'll show you a little trick now, right? So that entire response that Kazi just got,
Yeah.
right? So if you go ahead and open up the network panel, Kazi.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, so go open up network and click on so let's go ahead and make that a little bigger. And let's just put the camera on us for a second because I don't want to show something. I just want to check if it's good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's go to all.
All. Okay. So the camera
Yeah.
is on us right now, right?
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to check one thing before we
Okay.
do it. So you see that bottom on where it says V1 key equals.
Yeah.
Yeah, click that. So you see it's going to end up showing the key. Yeah. So if you click that and then you make this
Uh-huh.
bigger, yeah. So click that and click on response.
Yep, right there.
Yeah. So what we can do here is you can actually say if you droplet this, so make a screenshot of this and blur out the key on the left, on the bottom left, and
Bottom
then we can show
left. Hold
everyone.
on. Is this
Yeah.
the key?
Yeah. So basically, let's do it. Let's do a screenshot of this and show them how we got to this. So just draw some arrows that you click on the network tab, you click on that, and then you click on the response to see. Does that
Damn,
make sense?
homie.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, cool. Hold on. I got you, bro. I got you. Don't worry. Don't even trip, dog. All right, we got this here.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna do this very carefully. By the way, I'm not showing it right now, right? That's good. It's good. It's good. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So step 1, click network, guys. And then step 2, make sure you click response over here. And then this is gonna show you, and these are all the results right here.
Yeah. So this is really important, guys. So the reason why I was making this a point, because once you see this response, I want you to go ahead and do Command A on that response and actually copy everything, right? So copy everything. Now, this is really handy for when you're developing because you don't want to keep attacking the API because you run out of your quota. If we keep doing that while we're developing, we're going to easily use up 100 requests. So we
So
basically do
let's
Command
just
A.
should we put it in, so Command A to select everything, go into your actual response, Command A to select everything, and then Command C to copy everything. Now where should I
Yeah.
put it? Should I just make a new file with like response
Yeah. So response.js.
response.js? So I'm gonna pop it, the entire response, into here, and I will go and get out of my network tab, and I'll go back to console, hit X. Now I'm going to share my screen with everybody. And now
Nice.
here, this is the full response that we got back. Now, what are we
Yeah.
getting back in this response, you guys? Like, it's everything that you would type in. If you typed in Tesla, that's kind of what you would get from Google itself. So if I just go to google.com and I type in Tesla, I imagine I would get what would I get? So there's tesla.com. So let's see if it actually has that. So let me look up tesla.com. It has that. Yep. And
Yep.
Tesla is accelerating the world's transition to sustainable. So see, Tesla is accelerating the world's transition to sustainable energy with electric. So it's like actually giving me what the real Google would give me.
Yeah. And you see this, the display link is www.tesla.com, which is, you can see it right there, which is awesome.
Yep, exactly. Display link is tesla.com. And then the display link for the next one is also, yeah, let's go down. Yeah, Tesla, the band starts to show up soon. Dope. Okay.
Yeah, so it may not be exactly to what Google have done, but it is pulling it from Google. Because remember, they might have set the engine up slightly different, but
Yeah.
the point is it will get the majority of the search terms, right? So it'll get most of it up.
Thank you, Tejas, for another donation. Thank you, Anurag, for another donation. And Anurag actually says check the DM for merch that he made for us. So that is awesome.
Nice. Dope. Right, so with that said, guys, we got that massive response, right? So how do we actually, let's pass that response into something that we can use. And the way we can do that is if I go ahead to the top of the file and I say export default, right? Now, what we just did is if I save this, Prettier is not going to do this the way I need it to do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to basically
take it to your Prettier in your computer, save it there, bring it back.
Genius. That's good shit, man. That's good shit.
Bro.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Save this. Boom. Nice. That was smart. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we have the Tesla search, right? So you basically want to Prettier, guys, if you install Prettier into your computer, it will do that for you. So you actually just make this into an object that you can use. And then we say export default, right? Export default. And then that will allow us to use this response as an object, right? So now the reason why that's good is because what we can do is we can actually develop using that response. So Qazi, you need to follow me again.
All right.
Yeah. So now if we go into search page, right? So here is the live call, right? So this is our super powerful live call. So I'm going to say this is a live API call. This one, yeah. And to make that super clear for you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck that above here like this. That's the live API call, this one, yeah. But we don't necessarily want to always do the live API call. So what we can do is we can say const data, get the data from our response instead. And our response could be from our local response file. So this will actually go ahead and it's the exact same shape, the exact same everything, but it's just pulling it from this data instead. So now, if I do console log data, so Qazi, if we go to the search and we open the inspector.
I will open the inspector right now. So boom. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
so open the inspector. Now if we refresh and we open the console.
Okay, refresh.
Yep. And now you should see we still get an object, right? But we're not pinging the Google search term. We're just getting that Tesla search that you done previously.
Yep.
So we basically, this is like this is called I can't remember what it's called. It's masking. No, it's not masking. It's yeah. Anyway, it's got a name for it. But basically, what we're doing is we're mocking. That's it. We're mocking the API call, right? So now you can see that search term. So if you click that downward arrow, Qazi, insert in the console. There you go. We've got that exact same response. So now what we can do is we don't have to worry about using our quota up. And what we can do is at the end of it, we just can comment this out and uncomment the actual live one, and it'll work, right?
Nice.
That's a nice little trick that you guys can do to sort of get around quotas and stuff like that, because I know that can become quite a headache, especially when you're developing. All right, so we now have the data from Google. We have the good stuff, right? So let's go ahead and make this all sort of pretty and look nice now. So the search page header, what we're going to do now is at the top of the page, we're going to have a link. And inside that link, we're going to have a search page logo. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. So we have the link at the top, and then we have an image. This has a class name of search page logo, and this is just the Google logo, right? So link is not defined, so we need to go ahead and import that from React Router DOM, like this. Save that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to searchpage.css, and I'm going to do the following. I'm going to say, go and target the search page logo, and apply the following to it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I'm going to go ahead and give it contain, height 50, margin right 50 pixels. So that way, whatever's next to it is not going to touch it. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we are going to go back and we're going to carry on. So we've got the link at the top. So that's cool. And we want the
Sonny,
next part is.
I think there's something wrong with the Google, like the search engine.
What do you mean?
So Yash Patel actually said that he searched find me a better duo than Sonny and Qazi, and he goes, it responded with the 404 not found.
Nice.
All right.
I was thinking, I was like, oh shit, what happened?
Yeah, you know
Nice,
how
that's
I do,
awesome,
bro.
dude.
Thanks,
Nice,
bro. Thanks.
nice. So now what we're gonna do is, and guys, let's push the 2K likes. Come on, give me that free lunch, free dinner. Let's go. So let's go, and what we're gonna do next is inside the search page header, I'm gonna basically go ahead and add a div here, and I'm gonna do this. So I'm going to add a div with search page header, and I'm going to change this one to the header body, right? So this is where the search is going to be and a bunch of other things. So remember, we built the search out earlier. So to get it working here, very simple. I literally just do this. I say search, hide the buttons. I don't want the buttons in there. So it's as simple as that. And this is the power of React. So we just coded that up earlier, and boom, I can push that in there and everything will work. So let's go ahead and see why that's not working. It's because I've done 2 dots. And we don't have it in components, we have it inside search. So I can go ahead and save that. And now we can see that, look at that, we have the search bar at the top, which is awesome, right? We have that working. And then what we can do is we have a bunch of like options underneath it. So firstly, I'm going to go ahead and style some of this stuff. So the actual header itself, I'm going to give the following to it. I'm going to say it's display flex. Position is sticky because when we scroll down, I want it to basically stick. I'm going to say top of 0, so it's going to stick to the top. Background color white, Z index of 100, so that way when we're scrolling down, it always stays at the top of the screen. So it'll be on top of any elements underneath it. Align items, flex start. I'll explain what that does in a sec. Padding of 30 pixels and border bottom of 1 pixel, which is why we have that little gray border color. Because we might need to do a 50-50 split now. For the responsiveness, because the search page is a little bit less responsive. So let's go ahead and I think we're muted.
Camera, when you said 50-50 split, so got it. Okay, you mean boom, like that?
Yeah, let's do a 50-50. Yeah. Okay. Nice. And then what we're going to do now is go to, so we have that. Yep, nice. So now what I'm going to say is, inside of the header body, what we can actually do at this point is the search itself. So that search box, so the search input item, and this is where BEM comes in really handy. What we can say is go inside the header body, right? So where we have our search, so this one here, go inside the header body where we have our search here, and basically go and override those search styles. So in search, we had search and search input. So go inside, find that, change the margin top to 0, unset the width, unset the margins that we applied before, and unset the max width. And what it does is it overrides the style, right? So it overrides the styles that we previously put on it, which is kind of nice, right? So that means that we can reuse it, but we can actually, just from our CSS, go ahead and change the styling of that search box. So that's really clean. And then underneath there, we have a bunch of options. So let's go ahead and check out the deployed version, Qazi. Let's go ahead and check out the deployed version.
Yep. So boom.
And then let's type in the search terms like ABC.
Is it gonna take us to that page?
No, because I'm using a mock. I redeployed it with a mock, so
got it.
We do ABC. Yeah. So now you can see at the top of the page we've got where it says all news, Instagram, images, shopping, maps, and etc. Those things. Those are the options, right? So we're going to refer to those as like options. Okay. So now what we're going to do.
So hold on, let me just draw that out. We use. Let me draw that out what you just said, and hold
Jessica
on.
just dropped a huge donation, dude.
Whoa, that
Yeah,
is
100
amazing.
Mexican dollars.
Damn, thank you, Jessica. Jessica says,
Oh
guys,
my
you're
God.
so handsome. And she goes, moreover, you're super talented in code. Thanks to your stream, I found how easy it is using Firebase with React. Please keep doing it. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. That is huge. I get
That's
my handsomeness from my dad, and I'm sure Sonny gets his from his mom. And,
yeah.
you know, my mom is
Awesome,
handsome
dude.
too, you know.
Yeah. That's insane. Thank you so much, Jessica. That means the world. Like, I mean, I think that's $100, dude. That's crazy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're gonna
Yeah.
break 200 soon. I'm pumped.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you.
Yeah.
Um, so now we have the header body,
Wait, wait,
which
wait,
is
wait, wait,
awesome.
wait, 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 wait. Before we do that, so we were gonna try this. So when we go to search, what were you saying we're gonna work on?
Oh yeah. So we're working on those search page options. So the
So,
all news, images, shopping, maps.
okay, let me just draw that out so it's very clear. So okay, so what about tools and settings?
Yeah, so all of that comes under the options, basically search page options. Yeah.
All right, so this is going to be search page options. Okay, is there
Yeah.
any reason why it's called options?
Yeah, it's just when you're coding like this really quick and the live, the names always get a bit of a
Got
headache.
it,
So in
got
this
it,
case,
got
I
it.
just called it an option.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, okay. No worries, no worries. I understand now. So
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So basically, should we write working on the things under the search
Yeah.
bar or search page options? Working on search page options?
Yeah. Working on let's just maybe write working on the search page because this is literally going to be building out the search page.
Well, that's what I'm. Yeah, I have at the top. Working on build search results
Okay.
page.
So this one we could do building the search page options, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Building
Is it
items under the
search?
search bar.
Yeah, build items under
Yeah.
search bar. I like that. Dope.
Nice.
Yeah, I just like it when it's just plain English. And I think like even developers, right? If you're writing commit messages, it's better to just write plain English.
Yeah, exactly. It's very true.
All right, cool. So this is looking good.
Awesome.
So you want me to just go to the search page, yeah, and then just stay there?
Yeah, so go to the search page and remember guys, we are actually mocking the response. So we will see like once we start coding out, it'll just be pulling that mock Tesla response. So now, and guys, I saw a question earlier of are we pulling from the Google's custom search API? Yes, this is coming from Google, so it is going to be a complete build. So with that said, next what we're going to do is we're going to say div. So div, it's going to be class name equals search page options, like this, right? And this is going to be a container which can holds all of that stuff together. Right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to say, so I'm going to say div search page options, nice. Wait, one sec, what's going on here? Wait, has it gone out of sync again? I think it has. Mine looks super weird compared to yours. Let me go ahead and close that search page results. Wait, I didn't write that. Oh yeah, that was underneath, right? That was underneath. This is the div here. Oh dude, it's because of that. It's that annoying thing, when it adds the extra closing tag.
Yeah. I don't know why
Yeah.
it does that. I don't understand.
Super annoying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so now we've got the search page options. So here I'm gonna write, oh, thank you very much, Venom just dropped a donation. Awesome, dude. He goes, do you make Android apps too? We're gonna be dropping React Native soon,
Yeah.
so that'll actually be both iOS and Android.
Yep.
So now what we're gonna have is, so I'm gonna split this into two containers. I'm gonna have options left and options right. All right, so options left is gonna be inside of this container, so it's gonna be div like this. And then I'm gonna have another one, options right. And options right is going to have the stuff on the right hand side. Options left is going to have the stuff on the left hand side. So with that said, let's go ahead and start pushing in the thing. So every single option, I'm going to make it easier for us later on. Frank just dropped another
Damn.
$5, dude. Oh
Frank
my God, he
says,
just got sent you both some Uber Eats credits. Oh,
nice, nice. I'm gonna order
thank
Uber Eats
you.
today. Thank you, Frank.
That's, yeah, thank you so much, dude.
He goes, thanks for all the work you do. Treat yourself. Yep, I will. And I'm now trying to get back to my fitness grind, Frank. So I gotta be eating clean, and you know how clean stuff gets expensive. So I could use those credits.
That's insane. Thank you, dude. So now what we're going to do is we have options left. So every single option I'm going to put inside of a container called search page option, right? So I know we're getting a bit nested here, but it will make life a lot easier, right? So the first one, I'm going to have a search icon and a link. So we're using a React router link, search icon and a link to all, and the option is just going to be all, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and import that here, and you guys will see an example of what that looks like. So let's go ahead and drop that in. And also we need link from React Router DOM. So let's go ahead and pull that. Oh, we do have that already. So you can see it says all, right? So we have it there. And I'm gonna go ahead and copy a snippet now. So I actually
I'm
have
just
the
gonna
rest.
keep the screen to the third, just because I
Yeah,
want everybody to be able to see the code. I think people understand that this part might not be completely mobile responsive, but once it goes
yeah,
full, but neither is Google. But this is
yeah,
still more responsive than Google, so it's fine. I think people will get that. Now,
yeah.
one thing I was gonna say was, once you do want me to switch to it being bigger screen, just in case there's something we need to show, then let me know and I'll do that.
Dope. Nice.
Damn, we're at
So
198. We're $2 away from hitting the $200 donation goal. We've never hit that, so that is epic.
thank you guys. That's insane. Nice. So we added the search icon and this link. So I basically added a bunch more here. So this is what I've gone ahead and added a snippet from our code. So you can see here, right here, we have the rest of the stuff here. So you've got all of these icons: description, image, local offer, room, and more vertical. And I'll show you what each one comes out to be. And this one is the news, image, shopping, maps, and more. All right, so let's go ahead and make the appropriate imports. So let's go ahead and do the imports at the top. So here you go. Save that file. And now we'll see that those icons should be there alongside the text, right? So that looks pretty good, right? So we have all that stuff. And then what we can do is we have options right. So options right, we're going to have the same thing, but we don't have the icons in this case. So what I'm going to do here is drop it in like this, and this indent it. So we've got the search page option, but this one's just going to have a link saying settings, and this one's just going to have tools. It doesn't have like an icon like these ones. Okay, so I'm going to save that as well. And you can see right now the layout is pretty crap. It just looks like it just sits on top of everything. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and start styling at this point before it gets a bit too crazy. So I'm going to say for the options, so for all of the options, let's go ahead and apply the following: display flex, align the item center, and make the color gray. So if I do that, you can see header options left and options right get pushed side by side because now it's in a row, right? So that's the first reason. Then what I'm going to say is for both options right and options left, do display flex. So that's why you can see now that everything goes into a row, right? So that's really clean. Then I'm going to say for the options anchor tags and for the options right anchor tags, so for everything, basically, all of the anchor tags, change the text decoration to none and the color to gray. And that means it gets rid of that link look and feel. So we don't want that link fill, right? And then I'm going to have options right. So I'm going to target options right, and I'm going to say it shouldn't touch. So right now, settings is right next to that more icon. It shouldn't touch if we want a margin left of 80 pixels. So Kazi, let's make it full screen. I'll make it. Let's do half and half just for this point.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So half and half just for this point, and then we're good. Yeah. So here we have that. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to say for the option itself, I'm going to say display flex and align item center with a margin right of 20 pixels. So this should get all of the icons centered with the text, and it will give a margin right of 20 pixels, which will space it out. Mm-hmm. Right. So there we go. You see, it's already starting to look a lot cleaner.
Yep.
Now we're going to say for the anchor tags inside of those options, so for those links, give it a
Ooh,
margin
that's
left.
looking really clean. Look at that.
Yeah, so for margin left, so give a margin left to that anchor tag so that the sort of all news, images, shops, in-maps, etc. Give that a 5 pixel margin left so it pushes itself away a little bit from that text. And with that, guys, that's pretty much that done. So that's pretty nice. And they're actually clickable links which take you to /all /news, etc. So you can go ahead and build out those pages if you want to do that, right? So that's cool. So we've actually got the options part finished. So now we've got the final part, which is the search page results. So let's update the top bar, Kazi, to say final page, building the search page results.
All right.
And this is where the nice last bit of magic happens.
Hey, so we're finished that part. Let's hear it with the air horns. Guys, if you enjoyed that part, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bells, because I think this is important to let you know that we're going to be doing these types of builds on a very regular basis. And next week, even though we don't have it completely mapped out, but we're going to be building some amazing projects. Some of the things that are on our agenda are LinkedIn clone, Facebook clone. What else do we got? I think we're thinking about Discord clone. Yep. So we got some heavy hitter projects coming up. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and keep helping us be the #1 fastest growing coding channel on the planet.
Yeah, exactly. And guys, I saw a few questions there saying, can you guys build a project using the man stack?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, me and Naz are actually going to be building a few apps on that and a few of the other team members. So, yeah, 100%.
Damn, dude. You can even pair up with David Rakosi. Like, this guy is putting in some serious work.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I asked him about Tinder and TikTok, and he already built TikTok clone completely, like already. And it's using Express and other things.
Nice. I love that, dude. Yeah, 100%. We could do that. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right. So
Travel with Zane says, wow, it's so scary how real it looks compared to the actual one. Beautiful work, Qazi and Sonny. We love you. He's talking about how similar this looks to actual Google.
Yeah, it's insane. I actually got confused. I was telling Qazi before we went live.
Oh, yeah.
I actually got confused a bunch of times because I was Googling stuff and I was like, oh, hang on. I'm using localhost.
Yeah. Phenom says, I'm an Android developer here, but you guys are OP. Hell yeah.
Nice. Thank you, dude.
Bro.
Thank you so much. And guys, all we ask is if you're enjoying the video and you haven't already done so, just please smash the thumbs up button and it'll just help the video get out to as many people so that that extra person will just get that value from this video.
Yep. Dope.
Nice.
All right, let's keep this bad boy going.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to say we only want to render. So we're going to put a protective block in. We're going to say only render the search results if you provided a search term. So we're actually protecting ourselves here by doing this. So we're saying do that, right? And because at this point we can actually do a quarter, or we could do a half split maybe. I think that would be good. Yep. So half's good. Nice. Now what we're going to do here is we have so we have the search page results. So the first thing we're going to do is the result count, right? So where it says about 5 million results, or how the hell Google do that, I don't know. But basically we're going to put that at the top. So we're going to do that first. We're going to say search page result count. And here we say about, so something like this, about 3 million results or something. Yeah, 3 million results. And then it's got brackets. It's saying something seconds. So it'll be like 0.3 seconds or something. And then it'll say 4. And then it'll say whatever search term you put in. So it'll be like for Tesla, for example, right? So if we save this and we refresh the search page. So let's refresh the search page.
Refresh it. Boom.
So now we should see underneath, term wasn't provided. So yeah, so here I'm going to just say, I'm just going to replace this with true for now. And then we'll put that in at the end. Yeah, so you see it says about 3 million seconds or something, 0.3 seconds for Tesla, right? So I want to actually pull this from the information. So this information is actually coming in from that response. And I've actually done the hard work of diving into that object for you guys. And this is what you need to type in. So data, then this, and we put the optional chainings because data might be no for a little bit while it's fetching, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to say search information. So it gives us back a search information object, and then it gives us back something called formatted total results. So if we save this now, you see it's actually 266 million. That came from directly from the results, right? That
Damn.
came from it. The next one we're going to do is for the seconds. So for seconds, we can go ahead and replace this with the seconds. And let me go ahead and just do this. So we've got data, search information, formatted search time. So we need to refresh the search. I don't know why it doesn't
Fresh
do
it.
that properly. Yeah.
Hey guys,
So now you see,
I got a quick question. I want to just ask this to everybody.
yeah,
I want to see if our Twitch has finally started working properly, because our Twitch kept being broken. So I dropped the link in the chat, and if you guys want to check out our Twitch, it's right here. Whoa, what's happening? So let me bring that. It's right here. It's twitch.tv/cleverprogrammer. This is the URL. So if you guys can just go and take a look at that and just see if that's working properly and having weird feedback or issues, because that would be huge, because we want to grow on Twitch, and we were having trouble last time because our stream just kept giving us tons of errors.
yeah, that'll be massively useful, guys. Nice. So let's go ahead. So we saw we were pulling the information. We had data, search information, formatted search time. There we go. And now what we're going to do is we're also going to say for, and rather than here doing Tesla, we're going to say term, right? So whatever the search term was. And what we can do here is we can replace term here, and I can actually go up and protect term. I can actually just say term equals by default. Let's just do Tesla, right? So if you don't pass in a term, we protect it and we say it will pass in Tesla. That should work, yeah. So now if we refresh Qazi, I don't know why it doesn't, it's not doing the refreshing in a nice way, but we're gonna have to refresh
I
manually.
did.
Oh, we did, right? Okay, so this doesn't work, this protection thing. So I'm just gonna say true here, and it will say for and it'll be blank, right? So let's go ahead and do this, and it'll say for blank, but that's fine because it will be mapped to the term, right? So at this point, what we can do is we want to basically map through all the items. So remember, we got like a list of items back, right? So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say we want to map through all of them, right? So I'm going to say here, we're going to say data. Remember, optional chaining, so it doesn't sort of crash itself or whatever. So optional data dot items, data dot items dot map. And I'm going to say each item should get rendered out in the following way. So I'm going to basically give each item a div, right? And that div, let's do a closing, right? So each item has a div and it's a class name. And that class name is going to have search page results like this. It's going to have search page results, okay? Now inside of that class, inside of that result, we're going to have an anchor, right? So an anchor tag. And this anchor tag is going to have a few things, right? So it's going to say, it's going to have the display link mainly, right? So firstly, what we're going to do is we're going to say the item itself has a display link, right? And then it has this little caret next to it. So let's go ahead and do that. And now you can see, so Kazi, can you see it says, oh, oops. Yeah, it says Tesla, the band, Tesla.com, Wikipedia, Tesla, shop.tesla.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah, so it's really cool, this part. Like as you start to see everything pop in. And then the next one is going to be so that should have been an anchor tag. Sorry, that should have been inside of an anchor tag. So anchor like this, and then this line of code should have gone in here. And then the href, so where does this anchor tag go to? What's the link? We say href equals, and this is going to be item dot link, right? So that's where the link comes from. So if we go ahead and we can save that. And now you can see all of those are active links. And then what we're going to do is, Ingrid Carlson enrolled. Ingrid, if that was a viewer, let us know if you joined. That'd be awesome.
Nice. Yeah, that's epic. Ingrid Carlson just joined Profit with JavaScript. Welcome to the course.
Yeah. Paul Bento said, landed a job by watching your videos, and I'm so pumped to be here. That's insane, dude. I love.
Damn. That is a beautiful comment.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Let's see. Yep, landed a job by watching your videos. I'm so pumped to be here. Welcome, Paul, and thank you for sharing that. That's another developer. Ding, ding, ding. Let's pop the horns.
Nice. Awesome. So now what we're going to do is we have data items of map, and then we're going to have another anchor tag.
And
So
thank you
here
guys for checking Twitch. I know Joe Diaz and everybody went and checked. Lawrence went and checked, and Tejas says it's okay. So thank you guys for that.
Yeah, thank you guys. So now if we go ahead and do this, so an anchor tag here, and what this one's going to be for the result title. So I'm giving it a class name of result title. That link is going to be the same, so it's href to the item link, because a few things are clickable, right? Then here we're going to have a h2, which has the item.title. So now, once it saves, and it should save in a sec, we'll see the actual text come, as in the actual titles come in. So you can see Model 3, Tesla the band, Tesla Incorporated, Model S, all of these things, right? So that's really clean and really nice. And then the last thing for this is we want a snippet, so a p tag. So a p tag, which has a class name of result snippet. So this is actually something pretty cool. The Google API provides a snippet back, and basically what it does is it'll have some information like a description or something, and it'll actually go ahead and it'll truncate it, so it'll have ... if it's too big, right? So item.snippet here. So now if I save this, now what we can see is, because I think you need to refresh.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and boom, do it.
Yep, so now you can see we've got the actual p tag, so the actual description. So you can see this is all coming from that search term, so it's really, really nice. And now the beautiful thing is that we've actually written a lot of what we need, and we can actually go ahead and start styling this to make it look like the final product, right? So the first thing is what we're going to do is we're going to make the result itself, so the div, which is actually each of those results, so this one right here, we're going to go ahead and style this and say, make it have a margin 40 pixels, and so 40 pixels top and bottom, and 0 on left and right. Oh, and Tejas just dropped another donation. He said, keep it up, guys. Stream is lit. Since I found this channel in recommendation, I watched almost every video. Everything is perfect except management. Hiding channel 4 is no reason. Good night. That's crazy,
Wow.
dude. Thank you.
Thank you, Theos. He's like, stream is lit. And this is amazing because he might have... Yes, we broke 200
Hey,
on donation.
nice.
Let's go.
That's
Wow.
insane.
Thank you, you guys. We really, really appreciate it. That is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, huge.
Wow, that's a milestone. That's our first, Sonny.
Yeah, $200, dude. Insane.
Wow. We should invest it into doing giveaways for everybody for shirts.
Yeah, that would be insane. We should do some merch. That'd be cool. So now what we're going to have is we have the result link. Yeah, so the result count is next. So I'm going to change this so it says search page result count. And this one you can see the result count now became this little gray. So that's kind of cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say the results. So the actual container holding all of the results is going to say, we're going to say max width of 650 pixels, margin top of 20 pixels, margin left of 240 pixels, and a margin bottom of 100. So you see what it will do is it will pull everything in. So that's how Google do it. They pull everything in, and yeah, that's awesome. Mervan goes 300 more likes, and Sonny gets dinner on me. I'm thinking sushi.
Don't worry, Marban. I think Frank's already got the dinner. I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're good. Let's go.
Yeah. Frank actually, yeah, thanks. Frank came in clutch with the Uber Eats.
we got the Google credits.
That's insane. Nice. So now we have the results styled. Yeah. So now what we're gonna do is for the result title. So you can see the result title. We have text decoration none. So as soon as I add that, you'll see the underline goes, right? So that's cool. But we want to keep the hovering. So we want it to, when you hover over it, we want to underline it. So if I do this, then what we do is it says So now when we hover over it, it will be a case of it will basically show you an underline, right? So that's really nice. And then what we're going to do is we're going to target the H2. We're going to target the H2. And then we're going to do this. And it says the font weight will change now. So it becomes less bold. So that's really clean at the end. And then the final thing is the results snippet. So that description is too close to the actual text. So let's give it a margin 10 pixel away from it, right? So this is awesome. It's looking really, really clean. And it's looking really, really nice, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually add a sort of, we're going to actually add an image to some of the values. So some of these search page results actually return a really nice sort of image, right? So what we're going to do here is, and this is like a finishing touch on this, right? We're going to go ahead over to the anchor tag over here. So
I really like this message. I want to give this a shout out. The greatest ever
Yep.
says, he goes, Sonny, man. Whoops, let me actually remove this. He goes, this is some amazing stuff. Qazi, thanks for the platform as well. Every time I think about how I have been able to apply these lessons, I get super grateful and almost teary. Thank you, fam.
That's insane. I love that, dude. That's insane. I love seeing like when you actually see that people are really, really like watching and like even the donations, like holy crap. I remember when me and Kazi started, we got $4, I think it was in the donation. And we were like, whoa.
Yeah, we lost
know?
our minds at four because that was the most that we've ever done. I was
Yeah,
like, damn, bro.
exactly. Right. So now what we're gonna do is we have the final thing, so that image, right? So that image that we were talking about. So what we need to do is here I need to actually provide a check. So I'm going to say inside of this a tag. So I'm going to actually have it next to the a tag. I'm going to say here. So I'm going to add this, right? So I'm going to say if. So this is actually where the image is located. It's strange. It's weird. I'm not sure what this all stands for, but it's page map CSV image dot length. I'm saying if there is an image in there, right? So if the length of that is longer than 0, then go and access the source. So then go ahead and go and access the source, right? And render the following. So this is a bit of a messy bit of code, but it will work. And then what we're going to say is render an image like this. We're going to say render the following image. And this image is a search page. It has a search page. It says search page result image. And the source is, again, that what we wrote earlier, right? So we don't actually need this one. We can just use this and it will work. Awesome. Like that. And now what we can do is we can go ahead and it says passing error line 87. So let's go ahead and see why that's happening. We see this. We see this. Let's save it. Item. All right. Double check what is happening. So the anchor tag, I'm going to go ahead and copy this snippet. Replace this. There we go. Nice. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and do a final finishing touch. And I am going to copy this class name and basically style it with the following. So I'm going to say for that image, I'm going to do object fit contain, height of 20 pixels, width of 20 pixels, and margin right of 10 pixels. So notice how on the Google, on the actual app now, because you check out, it actually renders out like a little thumbnail. It was meant to be a thumbnail.
Nice.
But if you scroll down, they've all got like this sort of this look like these sort of images, right? So I'm going to add some rules to it. So I'm going to say object fit, height and width of 20 pixels, and margin right of 10 pixels. And then we do that, and we get this nice little finishing touch. So check that out. So it adds that little image next to the actual searches.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little clean image. Yep.
Yeah. Now to finish it, we go back to our code, change this back to term. We go back to our mock, and we take it away from the mock. So this one was the mock API call. So this one was the mock API call. And we basically undo, and we keep the live API call. All right. Then we save it. And now, Fuzzy, go ahead and click the Google button firstly.
All right. Boom.
Right. And let's type something in. So let's type in, not Tesla, but let's type in something different. Let's type in maybe
SSD hard drives.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. You would have never guessed me saying that. So that possibly couldn't have been a mock or setup.
Awesome, right?
Dude, that
Yeah.
is looking clean. Okay, let's type in clever programmer now. Whoa, that is
That's
clean.
insane, right? Let's type in
Damn.
clever programmer, Google clone. Let's see if it comes up.
Damn, let's build
Oh,
a let's
that's
build. It's too
this is
good.
some Inception right here.
I can see the image. I can see the image too. I can zoom in on that image.
That's
Clever
nice.
programmer WhatsApp. Let's check that. Type that in. Let's go.
Awesome, right?
Very.
So it's super clean. And guys, notice how there wasn't there was no refresh when we did that, when we navigated between the pages. It just worked really nice. And we're using React Context API to store the information inside of there. So his just says, Sonny, look at the message, you will laugh. I
I
didn't see
know.
which message. Yeah.
I was reading that too, and I was like, maybe I should have Sunny read this, but I don't understand.
What did, yeah, I don't understand what that is. Oh, nice, dude. Just got another donation
Wait, what?
from Alan Maranto.
Oh, damn. 50 Mexican dollars or pesos.
Oh, really? Thank
And
you, dude.
yo, MX, Frankie, MX is Mexican.
Pesos.
Yeah, pesos, right? Yeah. Damn, nice. Alan says, I love these projects. Thank you so much, Alan. We love
Thank
you
you so
too.
much. Man. Yeah.
Oh,
Frank goes, this is
Frank, I love
mega.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanted to put that up too. Yeah. So go ahead, read it.
Yeah, so he says, this is so meta, Googling yourself inside your own Google clone. That's insane.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
hilarious. That's really
oh,
funny.
he just got another donation. William Cruz. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much.
Whoa, damn, we're just. Oh my God, we're broke. I think we just. What is this, Chief Keef? What is this? What is the currency? What currencies are we getting into now? CHF. William gave us 5 CHF. Five. Thank you, dude.
Swiss franc.
Swiss franc. Really?
Yeah.
What does that convert to?
$5.5.
$5.5?
More than dollars.
Damn, that's bigger than
Well, how much
dollars,
is it?
yo. That's more than five
Oh, damn.
dollars.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Thanks,
Holy
bro.
crap. It's
Appreciate
stronger
it.
than 5 Yeah.
Yeah, Steve says Swiss francs. Frank said 5 Swiss francs. Thank you. That is huge. Yo, we're over like 210 now. You guys, this is unbelievable.
Damn.
It's a new record. New record.
Exactly. It's
Damn.
insane.
Global donations. Mm.
Crazy, guys.
Okay, I see the problem that's happening with Twitch. I'll fix it on the next one. Big Man says
Nice.
this guy said Chief Keef. I know, man. I just saw CHF and I just thought Chief Keef.
Chief. Nice. So, guys, with that said, we could do it now. I think, Kazi, I think we're actually at the point of
Oh,
deploying.
my fucking TV is turned off. Frankie. All right. Let's get the deploying, bro.
Oh my
Let's
God, we
go.
got another donation, bro.
Another
Stephen K,
donation. I can't even see
$5.
it. Give me 1 second. Let me pop it up.
Stephen K, thank you so much. He says, great job, guys. I massively appreciate you watching, dude. That's insane. Thank you.
Yo, what is happening? Why is this happening? Thank you. Thank you, Stephen King.
Insane.
Or
Thank
Stephen
you so
K.
much, dude.
That is legendary, bro. Thank you. All right. With that said, we're ready to deploy. Let's get into it. I'm gonna change the bar at the top
Yeah.
to let's deploy the damn thing. All right.
Yeah.
There we go. I wasn't kidding. It's actually that. And now what do we need to?
Yeah.
So now the process is pretty simple. You guys know the deal. By the way, I got confused. I thought it was actual real Google, but it's not. Are you ever gonna put the buttons I'm feeling lucky and stuff or no? Why did we style them?
Oh, right. We got rid of that. Yeah. So we need to go back. Get app.js.
Alright.
Good catch. Good catch. Search.
got
So
you, bro.
home. Yeah. Here we should have
Oh, great
home.js,
catch.
and we should not hide the buttons here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So there we go.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, what we have is
There we go. Beautiful. Now we're ready to
another
deploy.
donation. Thank
What?
you, dude. Thank you for a very inspirational series, guys.
You like
Cheers.
that?
Oh my God, this is insane. Another donation, Ali. How to use
Damn!
Node.js. Oh man.
Parashurama says thank you. Very inspirational series, guys. Cheers. Thank you so much for that. Another donation by Ali. Damn, we're never gonna deploy this thing. Thank you,
Yeah.
bro. All right,
Oh
seriously.
my God, Frank gave another one.
What?
Oh my
What?
God.
Hold on, I don't see
Deploy.
it yet. I don't see it
Wait till
yet.
it pops up. Wait till it pops
Hold
up.
on.
Thank you.
Hey, Fred coming in hot. He goes, deploy the Google clone in Firebase, owned by Google. Let's
Yeah.
go. All right, I like
That's
it. I like
so
it.
nice,
All
dude.
right, guys, I'm going to speed through this before all these other donations start coming in. I want this app to be live for all of you beautiful people to see, and the first 100 people will get to actually use it. After the first 100 people, you will not get to use it. Please don't spam
Yeah.
the search bar. With that said, let's do it. So we're going to do Firebase init. Make sure
Yep.
you have
You'd have to do
Firebase
Firebase
tools.
login. Yeah.
Make sure you guys log in with Firebase and also install Firebase tools.
Yep.
Should we show
Yeah.
them?
Yeah. Exactly.
Should we show them the Firebase tool command? Firebase tools.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. Let's just go like this. Tools. So this is the command you need to do to install it. Sudo npm install global Firebase tools. They'll get you that. Then you need to do Firebase login, but I'm already logged in, so I'm not going to do that.
Yep.
And then you're going to do init. So now when we're
Yep.
going through this process over here, thank you for another donation, man.
Tiro, I
Wow.
just saw that. Yeah. That's crazy.
Jesus. €5. What is happening? And it's a
He
£5
said
donation
best
by
React content out there.
Oh yeah, let me actually add his message here so we can actually show it. Yep. Best React content out there. Thank you, brother. All right,
Yep.
here we go. And let's go. So we got to go to hosting. All right. So we're going to
Yep.
click hosting here. Now, we're going to hit enter now. That's all we need. Now we're
Yep.
going to do use an existing project. So hit enter. And we are going to go to Google clone. So look for a G.
Yep.
Right there. Weird. So not a G apparently. Cool. There, we're going to do
We just
build.
got another donation. Brazil loves you. Say hi to us. Awesome job. Amazing. What do you think about Next.js? Will it replace React? It works with React, dude. But thank you so much, Attila
Wow.
Souza. Yeah.
Yeah, it will
you actually use
definitely
React?
work with
Yeah.
it. Yep. Thank you so much. Hit Y. So make sure you choose Y and hit yes on a single page app. It's a single page app. All React apps are. Now, if I go into this folder, I will see something called build. All right, build is where everything is going to build. So we're going to do npm run build. Yes, Sunny?
Yep.
Cool. So let's do npm run build, and you guys are going to watch this folder over here start to get all the files. Now, these are the files that go online, and this excludes things that make you do hot reloading and all that stuff. So it's going to be a much lighter, optimized version that you're going to put online. So we're going to wait for that to finish building, and then we're going to pretty much hit deploy, and then we're going to be good to go. In the meantime, I will read out some comments because we're pretty much at the end, finishing touchline. Emmanuel says the amount of knowledge you guys are giving to develop and inspire every developer is awesome, and I can't thank you enough. I would have made my donation, but that option is not supported in my country. Well, guess what? Thank you so much, regardless of whether you donate or not. We appreciate everybody equally, okay? Whether you donate $100 or $1, we appreciate all of you. So thank you so much. Like, even the sentiment really, really matters. Like, we just love your guys' appreciation and love. So thank you.
Massive,
all right.
Massive.
Now it's done. So now I'm going to do Firebase deploy.
Oh, wait. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. Guys, if you're excited and you're super pumped for this, right? Like, I want you all to pull out your phones right now. And if you're literally watching this with us, because I love this part, right? I love this part. Go ahead and shoot an Instagram story and tag me and Qazi in right here. So it's always a case of trying to find it.
Oh, yeah. No, you're doing a great job. Oh, wow.
Oh,
You're freaking, that's perfect, dude. How?
Oh,
how do you know that? Okay, so there we go. So
Yeah.
he
Go
can't
ahead,
even see that.
shoot a story, and then yeah, tag me and Qazi, and then let's go ahead and deploy this thing, dude.
Yeah, tag us in there. One thing I noticed, people keep making posts and tagging us in there, and we never see those.
Yeah, I
Whoa!
know.
Adam just dropped a 10-pound donation. Jesus Christ!
It's
Holy!
insane, dude.
And he goes,
Insane.
these clones are sick, bros. Where would you recommend freelance developers to go get gigs and projects and jobs like Frank and others did? So thank you so much. Few platforms I'm going to shoot out rapidly. Code Mentor is a good one. Upwork is another great one. Outside of that, build a solid network of people. There's a reason why Frank is inside of Profit with JavaScript. So for example, that's another area you guys could join to build a deep network of people. You don't have to join that program. There are many other places, but those are a few resources. With that said, I'm just going to continue and deploy, guys, because I don't want to. I know if you're watching this as replay, you kind of want to just get to the deploy. So let's go ahead and do it. Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. So I'm going to hit deploy, and it's going to be deployed in 5, 4,
Oh,
3, 2, 1, and oh my God. Oh my God. You know that progress bar in Windows, whenever you're installing something, it just 99% and it just stops. Like,
yeah.
goes to 99% like instantly, and then it's just like forever there.
Usually it beats us on the countdown.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's it. Oh, it's going.
Hey.
Let's go. All right, I'm going to open it up. The first 100 people that jump on this, or it's going to be less than 100 people. Guys, don't spam it. Only one person. Do it just a few searches, you know. But this is the app. It's up and running, and it's online. So go ahead and check it out. Should be good to go. I think it. Okay, let's do Elon Musk. Hey, look at that. Nice. There we go. So you guys can look at the domain, right? That's the domain, the same domain as we deployed to. That's proof. Proof.
Exactly.
Damn. Did it, Sonny? We did it, bro.
We did it. That's it.
Wow. Great
Insane.
work, you guys. And great work, Sonny. This is phenomenal, bro.
Appreciate it, dude. Like that was a fun, cool, man. That was insane. And the energy from everyone today was just like off the chart. So
I love the
appreciate
energy.
you guys.
So Meat says, dude, I've been here the entire afternoon watching you guys, and it's totally worth it. I might have to work overtime and do my workplace work now. Absolutely no regrets. Let's go. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. Thank you guys for all the love and all the appreciation. Really appreciate all of you guys here. Thank you for being here. Sonny, do you want to add anything before we end this live stream?
I just want to again end it on saying thank you to each and every one of you guys and girls for watching this stream right now. Like even the ones watching the replay of this, like you guys are amazing for sticking with us. Massive shout out to Jao Paulo who just dropped another donation. He says,
wow.
Great job, guys.
Dude, we are at 243 in donation.
Oh
Thank you. Let me actually pop that up. Wait, hold on. That looks funny. Let me there we go. Wow, thank you for the 20. What's 20R? Dude, I feel like I'm finding out that I'm just an
idiot. We got
idiot.
another $10 donation, dude.
Hold on, I don't see it yet.
Oh my God, this is
Thank
insane.
you, Hal. Thank you, Hal, Paulo. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna. Why don't I see it? Dude, we're at 253. What? Mohan Reddy says. Wow. Mohan Reddy says, wait, I wasn't showing it. My bad, you guys. I'm sorry. Mohan Reddy says, I am watching your videos for my interview prep. This is really helpful in pair programming interview rounds. Thank you so much. Damn.
That's insane. Appreciate you so much, dude.
When you land that job, Mohan, let us know because we want that counter. How many developers we have gotten jobs? We want that counter showing up. The Clever Programmer Fam counter.
Yeah. That'd be insane. Love that, guys.
That's huge.
Damn, dude, this is insane. The energy today is unreal.
Dude.
And guys, we had some tech headaches and stuff like that. So we appreciate you guys like even more in this video. Like you guys stuck through the end. Yeah.
That is
awesome.
huge, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking through everything, for being here, for not leaving during those, because yeah, that was quite a lot of work. And yeah, guys, if you want, definitely jump into this free training that we have for you. The link is in the description below. It's an epic 1 hour long webinar. I think you're going to get a lot of value out of it. So take a look into this and register. Other than that, anything else, Sonny?
Again, just want to say a massive thank you. And yeah, I think that's good, Qazi. Should we wrap up?
All right. With that said, guys, make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification bells so then when we go and do the projects next week, like Discord clone, like Facebook clone, or like LinkedIn clone, we want it to pop up a notification on your phone right over here and give you a little bell. And then whether you're bored, you want to just watch Netflix, but you'd rather also do something that makes you 6 figures, like our boy Frank, you can just click it and watch that and have fun. But the only way you can get access to that is by subscribing, hitting that bell notification so it comes straight to you. With that said, we love you guys. We really appreciate you. This is Qazi.
This is Sonny.
And we will see you in the next
video.
Peace.
Peace, guys.